Check, check. How's the sound, fellas? Let me know how the sound is before we launch. Just sharing the links right now on social. Nice, nice. All right, all right. Right. Let's go. Let's go. Let me mute this before I get copywritten now real quick. Chat, how's everyone doing? Round of applause for everyone who made it in. Quick round of applause. Let me turn my soundboard on. Let's go. I'm happy to be back stream, and I got my Dykeman, not to be confused with Dickman, shirt on. I'm happy to be here. I did a 5K today. So my legs are a little wobbly. You know, we ran out on cement too, which is kind of crazy. So get your votes in. I put that out there for you guys because I want to know what the temperature is with this whole situation. Uncle Steve's been over it since I hit end stream, whatever day it was we were supposed to go live, but I owe it to the audience. So if you guys want me to air him out, I will fucking drag him all over the place. Yeah, so the 5K obviously is not a lot of running, but I don't run on cement. I typically run on trails. So with, you know, if you know me, you know, the years I've been training the body, it's tough to run. I'm also a heavyweight, so it ain't too easy to get the body moving, but it was absolutely a blast. And I it felt good. How's everyone doing? First off, a shout out to everyone who's here. We got Tone Work. We got Kenny, Jax, Lettuce. I'm trying to see who else is in here. Rob, if I miss you guys. Anyway, guys, this is probably going to be a pretty small stream. Hey, listen, PFL, let's figure out how to promote our events. Can we do that? Because Ngannou's fighting, man. Ngannou's one of the biggest names in heavyweight history. And I didn't know he was fighting until 2 days ago. So I don't share my weight, but let's just say I'm a heavyweight. What you actually guessed it. If anyone guesses it right in the chat, I'll give you credence, and I'll say what my weight is. Energetic, what's up, man? Brave, what's up, man? Yeah, so we got this card about to start. It's probably on already, but anyway, if I do address this situation, it'll be within the next half an hour, because we'll let a few people hopefully stumble into the stream, so I don't got to repeat myself. We're gonna put this thing to rest. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna put it to rest. And that's what it'll be, because there's a lot of inconsistencies I'm seeing on the internet, a lot of lies being propagated, but Uncle Steve keeps the receipts. I'm less than 245, very close though. I'm above 227. I'm above 220. People don't realize that. I think this fucking lens, it makes you look narrow, but I'm yeah. We up there, Doug. We up. Oh, damn. Hayden hit it on the nose. I'm down. I started 236. I started cutting weight 2-3 weeks ago. So I'm smaller than 236, but I'm going to get my body weight down to around 210, 215. Just a little bit easier to put the miles in and do all that kind of stuff. Let's see where we're at with the fights, guys. I hope you guys are watching this, man. The Zone needs it. Because I'll show you this too. Give me 1 second. Let me pull my head up. Let me not fucking do that. Give me 1 second. Where am I? Let's see what the card is. I know you guys are like, who's fighting? No one knows about anything that's going on. We have AJ McKee, who's an absolute beast. He's an absolute beast. He's fighting Paul Hughes. I don't give a crap about this fight. Katamaganamadagamadal versus Motion. We'll take a nap during that one. Johnny Eblin's one of the best middleweights in the world. He's fighting Fabian Edwards, who's Leon Edwards' brother. And then we got Chris Cyborg fighting Larissa Pacheco. Larissa Pacheco is, I believe, the only woman to beat Kayla Harrison before she went to the UFC. This lady is an absolute beast. I think Chris Cyborg's a little past her prime. And so that's going to be an interesting fight. And then we have obviously Francis Ngannou taking on Renan Ferreira. Renan Ferreira is like 7'12", and he's an absolute knockout machine. He's a unit of a man. Makes Francis look like a middleweight. Francis coming off a knockout loss to Joshua, who just got knocked out himself. Francis Ngannou has lost his son. Where's his motivation at? Man, this is going to be a hell of a card. So I'm excited about it is what I'm trying to get through to you. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. All right, what's going on? Oh, shit, 310? All right, no biggie. All right. How's everyone doing, man? I see a few other friends in here. Silverston, if I said your name wrong, I apologize. Hayden, what's up, man? Florida, what's up? Oh, can Steven Strangle Guru in the show? Come on, dog. Hosted by Brian Callahan. Where's your... That would be fun. I think we'd sell a few tickets at least. We'd definitely sell a few tickets. Let's see where we're at, guys, with the fight. Obviously, as I said before, I already gestured at it. I'm not super excited about every single fight on the card. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. But the AJ McKee fight is going to be first of all, in the chat, who's actually watching this card? Is anyone actually watching, or are you guys just here for, just killing some time? And stick around, chat. As I said, as the poll suggests, if the majority of you want me to address Senor Stacks, I'll gladly address everything. Okay? And Stacks, I'm sure you're watching this, so you're going to rewatch it. I just want to just settle it, man, because homeboy is lying in his comment section. And usually I move on from it because why even bring it up? But why not? But why not? But why not? Why not? Why not land a few digital head kicks on my man Stacks real quick? Not paying for PFL. You can stream it illegally, right? Not saying you should. No doubt, Rob. I feel you, man. Listen, I think there's a huge storyline here with Ngannou. I'm personally very excited about it. So, I want to know how he comes back from this. Kenny, I hear you. Let's go, Francis, man. Let's get it on. Sells watches and yells at his fans. I don't know who that is. I don't know. Let's go, Francis, bro. It's going to, I'm telling you, the rematch between Edwards and Eblin is going to be a hell of a fight, too. If you're an MMA purist, I know Eblin doesn't have the biggest name, but there's a lot of people that consider Johnny Eblin to be one of the best middleweights in the world, if not the best. That's what they say. Oh, wow, man. Ashley's in the UK. Shout out the UK doing a 12-hour night shift. That's nuts. Oh, yeah, that's Wes Watson. Yeah, we're covering Wes Watson in my next video. There's things I have to talk about that just popped up on my feed. I don't want to spoil it, though, so you're going to have to tune in for that. But it's going to be a good video. The motherfucker keeps digging the grave, my man. Keeps just bong. He's just digging it, jumping into it head first. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good video. What's up, 8? What's going on, man? So there's a lot of people working. Well, it's Saturday, right? People are working. Man. Willy Wonka, Wes Watson. Yeah, I feel you guys. Sometimes you got to work on Saturday, man. There's not a lot you can do about that. That's the facts of life. So just to be clear, if you're just tuning in, you're like, what? Why are we watching someone's head? They're doing a ceremony at the moment where they're bringing out every single flag. This was sort of one of the reasons I wasn't incredibly excited about streaming this. One is like, I know people aren't that interested in PFL, number one. Number two, they're really bad at pacing their events. So now we're doing, this is another event in the Middle East, by the way. This is the Rida season. So they're bringing out, different flags. I don't want to be insensitive. I don't know if it's an Afghan flag. I don't know what. I'm a little illiterate when it comes to Middle East, the geography of the Middle East, but they're singing multiple national anthems, so it's just bad pacing. I was like, do I really want to stream this event? But then I'm like, Ngannou's fighting, man. I gotta stream Ngannou. So we're here for it, chat. I hope everyone's doing well, having a great Saturday. Uncle Steve in the background. If you're doing stuff and you have YouTube Premium, which I suggest you purchase. Shout out Randy Couture. Shout out Randy Couture. UFC gives him no respect. One of the greatest fighters of all time. What's cool with YouTube Premium is you can just close it, right? You can just close the actual app and you can just hear Uncle Steve in the background while you're watching the event. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. But yeah, anyway, if you're tuning in, I can't show the event. It's a pay-per-view event. They'll copyright the channel. So yeah, anyway, we got Randy Couture popping off.
Champion Renan Ferreira, and he's facing
Randy Couture got those. Are you guys watching? He has the porcelain grill, but there's like no definition between the teeth, so it looks like one big white mouthpiece. Crazy. Yeah, Ashtray, good point. Ashtray goes YouTube Premium, and we don't get paid for it at all. It doesn't benefit me at all, but it has been a great experience for me, man. Just being able to, a big thing that YouTube used to do, you can close the app and still listen to music or listen to a podcast or a live stream and not have to actually watch the live stream or the podcast. They took that ability away unless you have premium. So I broke down and purchased the premium. This was a long time ago when I first started streaming. Yeah, so it was worth it. But also I don't have to deal with commercials, Actually, technically, Astra, I actually do get paid for premium. So if a premium viewer watches my content, even though they're not getting showed ads, I still get paid for their view. So technically, I do still get paid. That was sort of a misstatement by me. Let me just open this real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me see what the comments are saying. I'm still waiting for these guys to fight. Yeah. So, I mean, I might as well give my predictions on some of this, right? Let me see. Let me just read the comments here. I appreciate the likes on the stream, by the way, guys. I do appreciate that. If you're here, we're going to have some fun this stream. We're going to bullshit quite a lot, kill some time. I'll be on for about 3 hours, and then we're getting everyone home nice and safe. Just leave a like for the stream. I got premium back in the day for Cobra Kai. It's a great investment, man. It's a great investment. Yeah. Wow. Oh, Goatman's from Russia. We got all kinds of people in here. Shout out Russia, Mother Russia. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool that young. It's pretty cool that we still get compensated. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Rob, is he there? So I guess Connor's in the crowd. Not surprising at all that he's in the crowd, just fucking baked out of his mind, absolutely gone. 2 sheets to the wind. There's a video that just came out with Conor McGregor, and he's if you haven't seen this, just go on Twitter and type in Conor McGregor. It'll probably be the most viewed video recently. He's looking at the moon, and he's losing his mind over the fact that the moon is round and eye level. I mean, that's cocaine behavior for me. That's cocaine behavior, man. That's like you're having this like giant epiphany about something that's fairly pedestrian. It's like that the moon is eye level, and he's like, he's like telling people to look at this. He's filming it and posting it online. I mean, pure entertainment. It's kind of sad to see because we remember the Conor that predated all of this craziness. But to say that he's not entertaining is crazy. I was saying this when he recently did a live stream and he was just gacked out of his mind and drunk. I was like, dude, we got to get him. We got to get him a live stream situation. We need him live streaming. I just realized the chat's not on screen. Yo, Brave, thanks for the 5, man. Being 227 pounds, how many pull-ups can you do? When I was 32, I was still doing 24 pull-ups. I mean, I don't want to reveal injuries because pussy-ass motherfuckers might be watching this that I might have to put to sleep. In general, there's multiple creators that might have to catch these hands in the future. I don't like to kiss and tell, Brave, but I can do plenty of pull-ups still, and I'm actually a little above 227. I'm in my 230s, but I'm losing weight. We'll be down to 215 within the next 5 weeks or so, 220. But I could still bang them out. Even with double torn biceps and issues with the lat. I could still pull it up. Just give me a second, fellas. I'm just going to fix my fucking chat. Usually you guys are on screen, and I appreciate the 5 That's supposed to come up on screen. So that's annoying. Give me 1 second, guys. I got super chat here, my members, my gifted members, all that's here. That should be saved. Let me just copy and paste this to my whatchamacallit. Boom. Members. I know I'm not on screen. Just give me 1 second, guys. Copy and paste this URL real quick. No, it's the same URL. That's fucking strange. Huh. Let's do a test, chat. You want to do a test? Let's do a test. Test. That's a little whack. That's a little whack. That's a little whack, chat. Let's do another one. Let's do a super chat, because that's what you just gave me, right? Super chat. That's what you're supposed to see. How come it's not showing up on screen,
this
guys?
This is a test message.
What's going on here? Just mods, keep an eye out for Botrix. It should enter the chat at some point. Maybe it's going to take a little bit longer. Very strange that happened. We'll see. It might take a few minutes for it to update. What's going on with these fights, man? That's what I'm looking for. All right, we have this gentleman making his way to the ring. I'm not sure who this is. Paul Hughes, right? Paul Hughes. So Paul Hughes about to have a very tough match against AJ McKee. Very tough match. Vertical stream, here we go. Yeah, we need that to pop up. So what will happen, chat, if you notice, is there'll start to be you'll see Botrix enter the chat. You'll see Botrix has entered the chat. What the fuck is going on with that? Yo, but the quality's good, no lie, isn't it? The quality is legitimate. We were having issues with the stream. We were having issues with the stream a little while back for the Joey Stack situation. I got that sorted out. Guys, the last few days, crazy work I've done with Verizon. Crazy. Updated the internet. I shared it in my community. You guys can join. It's pinned at the top. 900 plus megabytes per second upload speed. Split my Wi-Fi signal because we had a bottleneck issue. Updated the fucking router. Did all that within a few days. I wanted to make sure when I got back to doing lives that we were going to do them correctly. I also have a really cool guest I was working on. Are you guys aware? Maybe we'll share this with the chat. This is breaking news. I only shared this with my private community on my Discord, but and I don't even think all of them saw it. Do you know the dude that? And I don't know if he's watching this, but you know the gentleman who had the Ravens jersey on? It's going viral, and he ran up on those. I believe they were, I don't know, Chiefs fans or something like that. And he knocked like one of them out and he beat up the other one. Then he hit him with the flex and he did that whole thing. I reached out to him and he actually responded and he's interested in coming on stream to clear the air. So I don't know if you guys have seen that viral clip. Let me know if you've seen that. Yes, Jack. Well, I think his real name is John Jack Callens. He got back to me and we've been going back and forth. He's just talking to his legal team. We were supposed to go live on Friday, but his legal team, he does have a legitimate, it's a fucking federal situation. It's a criminal case, dude. He like sparked someone out getting flexed on him. So we're going to have him on stream and just pick his brain and figure out like, what was the motivation behind that. So I'll keep you guys posted. He said maybe a week or two when his lawyers can give him the go ahead. Yeah, you can check it out. You can, you literally, if you just Google Ravens fan knockout, it's a viral video. If I put it on stream now, the live stream will get demonetized. So I got to take it easy. All right. We got Hughes finally in the cage, right? We got AJ McKee making his way to the cage, getting ready to go. I guess after this fight, I think 300 people is more than enough to start espousing some of the false statements made about your favorite Uncle Steve. All right, so we'll get into the whatever you want to call this internet nonsense and clarify a few things, which I know you guys already know the deal, but we love entertainment, so we'll have a little bit of fun, and then we'll get into the next fight because the fight after this, I'm not even particularly interested in. It's the which fight is that? Yeah, that's the Hussein Katamagomedov. We're gonna bullshit over that one. But anyway, But anyway, so yeah, stay tuned, guys. Let me watch this fight because I'm pumped up about AJ McKee. This dude just doesn't know how to lose. He's one of those guys that just always figures out a way to win. He's filling out too, pause. He looks to be in really good shape. That's funny. I don't know, Joseph. I have no idea. I'm not going to act like I'm, Steve from 2007, where like I knew every regional fighter's background and, every detail about everyone. I really don't know who Paul Hughes is, but I do obviously know who AJ is. So let's see. Maybe Paul will become a quick favorite if he does well in this fight. We'll see. Sound good, guys? If the video in any way starts lagging, I can't imagine it lagging, but you guys just keep me in the loop, all right? Let me just pull up my stream and see how we look. Oh, excellent connection. I love to see it. I love to see it. Excellent connection. All right, cool. Yes. 4 fights till Francis. Yep. JP, I work with very few people at this point. No more like public teaching. I did about 2 decades of teaching for a living. That's what I did for many years. But I wouldn't say fortunately because it was a passion of mine. But I was able to step away and it was a good investment for me. But I still work with fighters on the side, but just select few. And I was actually talking to a former student in the DMs yesterday, or was it today or yesterday? And he's like, Steve, do you have a spot? Because he's getting back into training. I said, I'm looking to open up a private studio that's only open to like former students, friends, people who know the channel, but it'll just be I won't get into the details of how I run it, but it's just, it won't be open to the public. It'll be a private location. So if I do get into it, I don't think I'll be training the everyday person. You guys ready? Bell's about to ring. Let me get my timer ready. My timer's definitely off, but you guys get it's off by a few seconds. They still didn't come on. All right, it's off by a few seconds. Give me a break. McKee comes out, immediately establishes a hard body kick. I'm trying to think closely about what AJ's deficits were. I think he can be a little wild, right? And maybe not classically proficient in boxing, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, fast, though. But Hughes is a beast, man. You could already tell he's very composed, classical boxing stance. He just has to be weary of those kicks, those long kicks of AJ. He's an absolute savage with those. Chat, just keep in mind that I'm not able to see the chat at the moment when I'm calling the fight. So I'll get back to you guys in between rounds. I think he got rocked already. I think Hughes got rocked already. He rolls the right hook as he circles the cage, but he got rocked right out the gate. AJ closing the distance. See, this is what he got hit in the nutsack. Yeah, but see, AJ's a gorilla. He doesn't give about any of that. Beautiful knee to the body. AJ eats a knee to the body, circles in on a head inside single. Yo, that was a hard shot. This is a good fight, man. Yeah. The odds makers, I think, got it right. I mean, it makes sense McKee's the favorite, but Hughes is better than people are giving him credit for. I think so. I definitely think so. It's typical style that we get from McKee, where he just holds you against the cage and he wears you down. He knees the body, high underhook, well up high. Keep that underhook jacked up, control the wrists on the opposite side, and now they're both fighting for head position. But McKee does a good job of wrapping his arms around the waist. And let's see if he can take Hughes for a ride. Let's take him for a ride, AJ. Let's see what he can do. And guys, Botrick still didn't enter the chat, which is kind of disturbing me a little bit. Kind of annoying. You guys are supposed to be on screen. I don't know what that's about. All right, so what I'm noticing right out the deficits we talked about with AJ, where maybe, beautiful knee to the head, a jumping knee, lands on McKee's temple. That was beautiful. See, I didn't know who Hughes was, but I tell you what, even if he loses this fight, this has been a brilliant first half of the first round. Motherfucker's good, man. That was well timed. Pacing himself very well. Scrambles well. Hope you guys are watching this. This is a hell of a fight. Uh-oh. AJ's running into a little bit of resistance. Let's see how he deals with that. You know, usually he overwhelms his opponents. AJ does. He kind of just like has his way because of just how physical he is as a fighter. You can't do that apparently. Oh, he enters in on a knee bar position. Beautiful job getting the knee out by Hughes, though. This guy knows what he's doing in every realm of fighting. Lands ground and pound from the stand-up position. Now he enters into a modified half guard. Oh, yeah. Hughes. No joke. No joke, this guy, man. This guy is good, guy. I hope you're streaming this, fellas. This is good. Get your votes in, guys. I know you guys see the vote in the chat. Drop a vote. I'm going to go with the majority. It's up to you. As I'll allude to later on, I'm just rocking with the audience, guys. What you guys want to see, I'm going to deliver on. Guys don't want to see it or hear about it, I'm not going to address or cover it. Outside De La Riva position by McKee. McKee's in such good shape. I mean, for most fighters, being overwhelmed with ground and pound, it will gas you out. This guy looks calm. Professional, man. Professional. But Hughes is dominating. He definitely stole this round. My timer's a little off, so just bear with me. Excellent single leg defense. Hughes coming from Ireland, not a country known for their wrestling acumen, showing that he is hard to take down, man. Heavy with the left hip, stuffing the head, keeping McKee's forehead pasted well onto the mat, lifts the single up. What is this guy, Division I All Ireland? Crazy with it. Bro, Hughes is a problem and a half. Oh, whoa. Yo, Hughes rocks him with the right hook. Bro, chat. Bro, you just got a new fan in Uncle Steve. Sign me up. Wow. Buddy is an absolute problem. I really wish I can get this damn chat to work. I apologize, guys. I like to have it on the screen, but what are you going to do? Oh, maybe it's here. Maybe I'll drop it here. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Bro, what a fucking round that was. Copy that. Let's throw that in there. Maybe it's the chat box. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to work this out, guys. You notice that the chat situation isn't really what I'd like it to be, and it's kind of pissing me off. The mild OCD is absolutely kicking in hardcore right now. All right. The same fucking thing. It should be working. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I mean, we did it. All right. Back to the action. Guys, what a freaking round, man. What a round. Timer's a little off again, but you guys get the drill within a few seconds. All right, this is the second round. AJ has to redeem himself. He got dropped at the end of that last round, and he got wobbled with a few shots. Hughes, from just observing this kid, and I know you guys like, who are we even talking about? Like, it's not interesting to you, but just as a fucking nerd when it comes to technique, this dude does everything well, man. Oh, he just gets kicked in his face, but he eats it. But he's solid with the boxing. He's fundamental with his hands. Decent kicks. Great counter wrestling. Good top position. Solid ground and pound. He's like a good, well-rounded fighter. AJ's a little tentative now. You can see that he's not fully confident in himself. I think so, Scorpio. I'm trying to look at the chat now. I am using Stream. No, I'm not using Streamline. I'm using OBS. I'm using OBS. I never have problems with the chat. It's just Botrix can be a little bit finicky at times. So that's part of the issue that I'm experiencing at the moment. Oh, beautiful body kick, partially blocked by Hughes. Still using those unconventional oblique kicks, which really are just kicks to the kneecap. Really clean work. AJ, but the thing is now, AJ comes out confident, but I think he's a little hesitant now. I think he's a little bit, weary. And I think that's what happens when you get hurt, right? When you get hurt, again, with a big right hand. You could see it. If you've ever been in a fight, oh, wow, the live odds switched, guys. Minus 520 favorite, Hughes. Because he's composed. He's fundamental. He understands his range well. He knows where to be. Oh, is that right, man? I know nothing about Hughes, so this is actually revealing. This guy is no joke, man. No joke. I mean, most people that AJ fights, he kind of just steamrolls them, man. He's so good. He's long, too. He has the dimension. He has that wrestling background to be able to take you off your feet and wear you down. And you think of Irish fighters, they're not typically good at wrestling, but this kid can absolutely counter wrestle. He's not bad at all from there. How many of you guys in the chat, how many of you actually knew that this fight was happening, this card? Or are you just becoming aware of it because I posted about it? I'd like to know. Drop it in the chat. Because before going live, I was like, are people even going to know that this is like, do they even care? Beautiful. 1-2. Doubles up on that as well by AJ. I think most people didn't even know this fight was going down. They're like, what? You knew about it? Had no idea? Damn. Had no idea? Yeah, that's what I mean, guys. Didn't even know. Yeah, that's my point. So I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm glad you guys have joined me, though. Pretty cool to have you guys in. We got some fun ass streams lined up. Give me some time to book these people. I'm my own booking agent, so you got to rock them. You give me some time. But AJ is very discouraged, by the way, guys. Very discouraged. We got a minute and 10 seconds left on the round, roughly speaking. I'm gonna kill the timer only because they stopped the clock, and I can't technically stop the clock and restart it from the same time. So we're gonna kill it there. Right. Yeah, actually, I want to give a proper breakdown of that fight. They're back to the action, guys. A minute 10 left. I want to give a proper breakdown of the Ngannou fight. And, I've seen Ferreira fight once or twice. I'm not saying I'm the biggest fan of his or know much about him, but I've seen him kill a few people. And I want to just give you what I think is going to happen. I didn't do a proper breakdown for the members only section on this channel, but oh my God, dude, Hughes hits him with another knee, but he gives up position and AJ manages to score top. Slight sort of, oh man, now he has that double underhook from the back position to keep Hughes' hands pasted to the mat. Hughes trying to build, man. Hughes is trying to build up now. It's hard to do that though. This is what you want to do. You want to learn something valuable, chat? I know you guys don't probably fight, but you're on somebody's back, right? And they're standing up. Lock those arms under his armpits and keep his hands on the ground. If a man's hands are on the ground, he can't fight your grips. So it's great work by AJ McKee to do that. You keep that pressure going forward, and it really wears your opponent down, right? You're also constricting their breathing. It's very draining. Great fight. Great round by Hughes yet again. This guy is good. This guy is good, guys. Yeah, so that's what I'm hearing too. You must. He's saying that they gave Ferreira a whole crate of tomato cans. He's referencing the fighters just not being good that he's fought. Wolf, how good am I? I was a musician. I played live for a long time. I wouldn't say I'm a virtuoso by anyone's standards. I like fingerstyle. I don't want to bore the chat about that though. We're talking about guitar playing, but yeah, but I like Delta blues, a little bit of British folk, grunge, shit like that. I'm not gonna sit here and play jazz for you, but I do enjoy some jazz phrasing. I wouldn't say, I'm sure, Wolf, you're a better guitar player. Guys, we're getting ready for the last round here. All right. Get it. Last round. How's the votes going in? I can't see it. How's the vote looking for the chat? How's the poll? I'd like to know. AJ McKee has to get the finish, man. He has to. He's looking for another takedown, but every time he rushes Hughes against the cage, Hughes splits his legs very well. I mean, this kid has good takedown defense. Okay. 65%. It's closer than I would have thought. AJ yet again on the back with his hands locked. He has multiple ways to win. It's I know not fun to watch, but it's admirable. Hughes reverse position. Now he ends up on top. I know AJ's frustrated, no doubt about it. He's getting punched in his grill heavily. Back up to his feet. Hughes is on him. You know how hard it is to be in the third round of an MMA fight and not be breathing hard? That's what a lot of these YouTubers and other content creators on different platforms who have never competed, they just don't understand the fucking fight or flight that enters your body in these moments where your lungs are burning, you're fucking discouraged, and you're like, yo, I gotta keep fighting. So it's cool to see AJ, if you're watching the fight or not, he's still fighting as if he can win this fight despite having a tough time. He's on Hughes' back at the moment, controlling the action, slowing the pace of the match down. But let me tell you, I don't think this is enough to win the fight. Like, he has to actually go out there and try to win the fight actively. He has to actively try to win the fight. Let's see. He's doing a good job. I'm going to give McKee this round, but I think he lost the last two, the first and second round. We have Cristiano Ronaldo in the crowd. He goes to a lot of fights. He spends a lot of time in the Middle East. I don't know if he lives there or not. Come on, man. Let's get going here. Yo, this is the most frustrating shit, too. When you're pinned against the cage and you have to address the defense, but it's boring a little bit. Good turn by Hughes. Right when I say that, on cue, he shoe shines to the body, finishes with the left hook up top, gets hit with a spinning back fist by AJ, but he's still on him. He's on his man. Beautiful slip, uppercut, goes to the body, finishes to the head. Kid knows how to box, man. Like many fighters from Ireland who come up in those boxing gym settings, they know how to throw their hands, and they're disciplined with that beautiful uppercut from in close. This kid can punch. AJ lost this fight, no doubt about it. No shame to him, though. He fought his balls off. He fought his absolute hardest. You know, he never gave up on himself, but he lost this fight. Whoa! He got hit with a right hand there. It's cool watching these fights too, chat, because it's southpaw versus conventional for a lot of the fight. You get to pick up on little things because it's difficult when you're fighting a southpaw as a conventional stance fighter. There's a lot of things you got to watch out for, and there's a lot of guys in your camp that probably are just conventional, so you got to prepare for that, right? That mirrored stance. It's a little awkward at first. AJ still wrestling in on that single, head inside position. Let me tell you something. Hughes is resting his ball sack right on the back of AJ's head. As always, when you're defending the single, what do? You keep the guy's forehead pasted to the mat. If he can't build, it's going to be hard, but he does build. But dude, AJ's a savage. Hughes won't accept bottom position. One of the things you teach your fighters is never accept bottom position. Wrestle up. And that's what Hughes has done. His coaches have done an amazing job at training him to not relent. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Lands a knee in close. Look at this guy. Phenomenal. What a fight, man. What a fight. We know Hughes has it. Let's wait for the actual official call, chat. What a fight, man. Still no chat on screen. Really grinding my gears. Man, what? Son, I probably, you know what I probably would have to do, guys? I'd probably have to restart. I'd probably have to restart OBS, which is impossible because I'm live at the moment. And the connection is good. I'm not going to complain about it. You can't have it all. I probably should have did a test stream before this, but I didn't get to. Yo, you must just inhale these nuts. Welcome to the SG gang. I post exclusive videos every week, every 9 days or so. So I appreciate the support on the channel, my man. We got a new soldier. That was a really good fight, man. If you guys missed it, I would say try to get a stream of this event because obviously we have Francis Ngannou coming up. We want to know how he comes back from this situation. I'm particularly interested in myself. Yeah, so I'm reading the comments as best I can, and I'm seeing a lot of people say that they're not impressed with Ferreira. He beat Cans, and that's sort of the tone I'm seeing in the chat. And that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But what I will say is he's just a big, scary guy. And the question that we ask rather, apart from, how good is Ferreira, we got to ask, what's the mental state of Ngannou? Having lost your son, I know it was a while ago, but having lost your son, then get knocked out in front of the world, and having been out of MMA for so long, a little weird. It's a little tough. What's up, Hearn? So let's see, guys. We have a lot of questions to ask. So I'm looking at the post-fight stats, man. Hughes outstruck him by over 20 punches. Tied on ground strikes, but definitely riding time. Paul had more riding time. I think controlled the real estate better as well. He had good ring generalship. Let's see who gets the nod. I love the glasses that they make the PFL fucking judges wear, rather the referees wear.
First, Hadi Ali scores the fight 29-28. He sees it for Hughes. Your second judge, Mark Collette, 29-28, scoring the fight for McKee.
Fuck these judges.
29-28 for the winner by split decision.
Get it right.
Big news.
There you go. Someone in the chat called it before the fight started. Someone in the chat was like, yo, Paul is a problem. And I was like, I don't know who the fuck Paul is. But okay, cool. Yeah, that was great. Guys, I'm going to break down the situation with Stacks now. But first, I'm going to piss. So I'll probably lose about 30 people. But I really got it. Should I hold the piss in? Maybe I'll hold the piss in. Let's see where we're at. 64%. Now, that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Okay, so let me piss real quick, though. Let me piss. Fuck it. Let me piss real quick. Let me piss. Let me hit the fucking piss. If you guys leave the chat, then that's on you. What do you want me to tell you? What do you want me to tell you? You know what we'll do, though? You know what we'll do? I'll tell you what we'll do. Give me 1 second. This would be fun for you. Give me 1 second. Let's do it right. Let's do it right. You know what I mean? Let's do it right. I'll be right back. Leave that sexy man on the screen for you guys. Look at those abs, though. Look at that. We're gonna do this one time. We're gonna stop. We'll put it to sleep. All right. So first off, let me just put myself on screen for a second. Oh, I put him on screen more. That's not what I wanted to do. All right, chat. So what I'm gonna do, just give me a second because I want to share my stream with Twitter. I know I don't have many Twitter followers, but you know, I gotta kind of share it right before I start yapping off the top. So we're gonna address this situation. You know how it is. We gotta first just do it right. Let me just figure this out. Is this the right stream? It absolutely is. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna create a quick link. Gotta do this, chat. Gotta do this. All right. Clearing up. Right now. All right. Shout out to you guys for waiting. I know I'm fucking yapping over here. I had to piss. Drank a lot of water. I ran a 5K today. You know, out there in Washington Heights, just doing fucking miles. All right. First of all, so shout out to everybody who's in the chat. Let me just make sure I can see you guys, and I'll dispel all the nonsense that I'm seeing. And the only reason I'm doing this is because you guys asked for it, and I think that that's fair. All right. First off, as you guys know, if you're unaware, I put out a video that's doing particularly well on YouTube right now that calls Joey out for being a bully and a Darren, a male Karen. And so at the end of the video, I put out a and I said, you can come on the channel if you'd like. And he took the bait. He DM'd me and he said, sure, let's do it. And so I said, great. So I'm a matter of fact type guy. I don't want to talk to you in the DMs. I want to talk to you live in front of my audience. I'm a performer. I don't want to have a relationship. So I'm like, okay, give me your email. I'll send you over the link, I sent him over a link over a day before the stream happened. And what happens? He doesn't respond. He leaves me on red and he doesn't even open up his second account. I sent it to 2 accounts. I'm going to show you receipts in a second. And the day of, I go, yo, let me know if you got it or whatnot. Doesn't respond, but he saw it. So his claim, if you guys are not aware, his angle is that he fell asleep. That he fell asleep and that's why he stood all you guys up, right? But the truth of the matter is it's impossible for him to fall asleep because 45 minutes before we were supposed to have our Zoom meeting, which was 6 p.m., he posted a video on YouTube. Now, what would be his counter argument? His counter argument might be, well, someone else posts for me. But you were responding to people in the comment section. I'll show you the video that I'm talking about. It's the same day. It's the same exact day. Now, why am I bringing this up, right? Am I beating a dead horse a little bit? Sex breakdown. Is it this video? I think it's this video. I mean, probably beating a dead horse. But look, this is the video. This video was posted 4 days ago, the same time we were supposed to go live. He posted it around 5 o'clock, 5:30. We were supposed to go live at 6. You weren't sleeping, homeboy. You were not sleeping. You lied to everyone because you didn't want to. You didn't want to get on stream with me. Let's just face it. And the fact of the matter is the stream was going to be very, I'm going to push back a little bit. But the truth of the matter is it was going to be a pretty balanced take on it. I wasn't going to bully him and try to wrap him up like that. Anyway, so that's how it went. Funny enough, though, I go live, and I'll show you the comments. They're absolutely brutal, but that's going to lead into my next segue. So long story short, he says he's sleeping. We now know he wasn't. He posted this video a half an hour to 45 minutes before we were supposed to go live, and he was responding to people in the comments. So we know that he was awake. What I think the psychology was, Stacks, you reached out to me, and you know what you wanted to do? You wanted me to know that you're a good guy. You wanted me to know that you weren't a pussy, that you didn't want to air it out in front of my audience. You didn't want to have to actually do it, but you wanted to say that you did. And that's why you left me on red. Stacks, did you get the email that I sent you with the Zoom link? Why is it left on red? Why is it left on red? I respond. You go, yeah, I got it or I didn't get it. On stream in front of my audience, you know what I do? I write him another message. He doesn't respond. My computer crashes. Not my computer, it's a phenomenal computer, but my internet before I upgraded it. I had a great internet. Long story short, my router was shitty. My router was really bad. So I updated it 2 days ago. My internet crashes. Not once, but twice. I actually have a stream. I went live a second time. I made it private. You can't see it on my channel. An hour and a half after our supposed meeting, then he starts saying, I passed out. I fell asleep. Starts calling me on Instagram like a woman to talk to me because, again, he wants me to believe he's a good person. He wants me to know that he's not a bitch. I'm irrelevant. I'm just a guy shooting videos. The audience wants to know. The audience deserves to know. He doesn't want to face you guys. That's the truth. That's the truth. So he started calling me at 7:30 p.m. Our meeting was at 6. You know why he reached out and said, let's go live now? I'll tell you why he said that. Because he saw the stream and he saw my stream crash 2 times. I couldn't even go live if I wanted to. But the angle he's taking, this is really my primary reason for bringing this up, chat. My primary reason is because now he's telling people in his comment section, he won't say this in a video. God forbid he says something, but he's saying it and thinking I won't see it. He's saying that I asked to reschedule it, but he doesn't want to reschedule it. I'm going to show everyone proof now that you've never said anything about rescheduling. So I'm yet again going to have to pull Stack's card. Petty. Uncle Steve doesn't like being petty. He's in his 30s. Doesn't have time for this. I just like calling out pussies and fake tough guys. That's what I do for a living. Guys, stick around because I'm gonna drop this dude on his head because he's in his comment section acting crazy. So let me just show you. He's like a woman. I was gonna be nice to him. Now I'm gonna call him what he is. So now I want you to read this. I passed out. I passed out. Saying that he passed out. He left me on red. Then all of a sudden, at 7:27, when my internet already crashed, he's saying, now he wants to go live. Now he's saying he passed out. My internet was crashed. There was no way I can go live. So he knew it was a good opportunity to say it. You want some real woman shit now? Did he ever ask to reschedule? That's recent. Look. Never asked to reschedule, chat. The last thing he responded to was a Macho Man meme I put in my stories. And he said, Macho Man, that's me, not you. And with the laughing face, he's trying to be friendly with me. I didn't respond because I'm not a friend of yours. I'm not friendly. I'm friendly to my friends, my channel, my members, my chat. If you are someone on the internet that I don't like, I'm adversarial. I'm naturally confrontational. So I don't respond. If you want to come on here, we'll get into that in a second because my door might not be open. So that's one account. Like a woman in the DMs. I don't know if he wants to fight or fuck. All right, let's drop this next one. Let's look at the time on this. 6 o'clock. Internet crashed around 7. No. My internet crashed around 6:35. So this is an hour after my stream crashed, Stacks. You see it? That's an hour after my stream crashed. Now he wants to talk. Now ask yourself a question. Was there ever a moment in here, 2 accounts I showed you, where he asked to reschedule? Stacks, you should have just shut up in your comment section. You wouldn't have done this to yourself. You wouldn't have done it to yourself. Okay? You wouldn't have done it. So that's the problem. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let me show you what I mean. Look at this, chat. This is his last video. Read this comment right here. Can you see my mouse? Ha ha. Offered to reschedule. Lies! And all he did was cut up clips and bash. I mean, that's true. But offered to reschedule. Lies! The next one. Oh, I don't know. He's just fighting with people. I don't know. Either way, that's so Stacks, you got outed again, bro. I showed my chat, my DMs. You responded to a Macho Man meme and you called me an hour and a half after my stream had crashed, and he knew it. There was no chance of me going live because I wouldn't have been able to promote it properly. There were so many dynamics. He did what he knows he had to do. Petty. Very petty. But I'm not done yet. And we're going to get into the rest of the fights we have lined up, but I'm not done yet. Now, in that recent video, get into the rest of the fights we have lined up. I'm yapping over here. Give me a second. So let me show you another thing that it's caught my eye. It caught my eye. This is chat. I want you to just take it easy for a second. I might get a little bit out of pocket for a second. I know I try to be a balanced guy. Excuse me for a second, but I might get a little bit on this motherfucker real quick. All right. So he goes, this is 20 hours ago. This is his last video. I wonder why Stacks chickened out from talking to Steven Strangles. Is Steven Strangles 270? No, but close. People think I'm smaller. Over 230. I already made a story on my IG about it. Ball is in his court now about rescheduling. You never asked to reschedule. I just showed the chat. You're lying. You're lying in your comment section. Now, the ball is on my court. He's even using my language. If you remember my viral video about him, what do I say in the last sentence? I say, Stacks, the ball is in your court. He's using my language. He's hijacking. He can't even fucking peon. He can't even think of words that are different than my words while lying. People know, though. They know that you're punked out. People like you and Steve stay the same forever. Doesn't know who I am at all. Clearly, you've never watched a video. I don't troll. This is the line that got me, and I told Tony Work about this earlier. This is really funny. I'll build you. He goes, I don't troll men for a living. I'll build you a house from ground up. Build 5 companies from nothing while being a father of 4 kids and another on the way. Guys like Steven can't even reproduce. God wants less trans men and more real men. Called me a trans. He called me a they, them. He called me a they, them in the chat. The nerve, and he thought I wouldn't see it. First of all, Stacks, I'm not on steroids. I don't take testosterone. I don't take TRT. Your balls are shriveled up from injecting shit into your body. Your balls are probably going back into your body. My balls, pause for a second, thick balls. Because I'm natural, bro, natural. No super fake muscles, just real deal. He is testing me, Scorpio. Call me a trans man. Where do you get the balls, pun intended, to call me a trans? And you're assuming that I can't build a house. Now, let me be open with everybody. Let's strip away all of the societal nonsense. I could build you a house, buddy. Or what does he call everybody? Homie. like he's fucking 14 years old. Homie. Let's strip it all away. If they put us both in a room, close the door, lock the door, what happens? Does the trans man come out, or does the big muscle man who can build a house come out? Now, that's not typically how I judge men, right? Who can fight? I'm not 17 years old. But let's just wipe away a little bit of the nonsense. Because I never talked about this before. I was very reticent to do it because I didn't want to come off as a bully. But you leave me no choice. It doesn't matter if he has a knife, Stephen. I'll shove it up his ass. If we put us in the room together, Stacks, you can clip this. With my bare hands, I crush your head. Your eyes fall out of it. Bare hands. Sub 1 minute. And we know that. So really we can talk about, and then if you want to have a discussion, I'll run loops around you intellectually. And I consider myself to be moderate in terms of intelligence. You're just so far below moderate that I'll just trounce on you. And I think that's a large part why he didn't want to come on stream. So that's that. Now, I had a fun time doing all that and talking shit about him and saying that I'll crush his little fucking head. But let's be real. This is the truth. Stacks, you're really upset, and I think it's justified. So I'm going to switch up on you, be a little bipolar for a second. This is the truth. I want you to look at the comments to the video that he released 45 minutes before we were supposed to go live. I think this is going to be very revealing. And I think I'd be a little feeling a certain way too. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at the comments. Steven's looking for you, son. Look at this. It's nothing but comments that are hate. Out of the 426 comments, 400 are regarding me, and it's not positive. So I think eventually what happens is a man snaps and he just starts saying things. You're a trans man. I'll build you a house. I look to reschedule. He didn't. He starts making lies to save face. But the truth is, Stacks, you never said my name in your most recent video. And I think it's probably smart that you don't. Because if I choose to dig deep, if I choose to go deep, and Stacks, me and you both know what I'm talking about with your history. If I choose to go deep on a video, I'll bury you. This is what I do for a living. I do these sorts of videos for a living. You do 2016 day in the life videos where 45 minutes you're sitting in a car talking about yourself. I'll destroy you with this video shit. It's not worth it. So I think that's partially why he's not responding, chat, because I'll bury him with another video that would it would fucking really hurt him. There's stuff you guys don't know about Stacks that I do. I've done my due dils. So that's the truth. And then the last thing, and I saw someone jump in my chat, and I think it was very disrespectful to Uncle Steve. Someone jumped in my chat and they said, oh, Stacks is saying that you're using him for views. So that video did very well. It did very well. And the last video I just posted didn't do well because it got age restricted. So keep that in mind. That video was age restricted, which means they took it off the YouTube algorithm. It was doing very well before that. But I'll give him that. But chat, let me just do you a quick favor. So this will dispel all the nonsense really quickly. I think my audience enjoys this behind the scenes type stuff. And I usually don't share this kind of stuff. That video got me almost 800,000 views. Don't get me wrong. It's an incredibly successful video. This is the views that I got in the last 2 days on this channel. Over 8 million views in the last 2 days. I got 300,000 views this hour alone. Between my prior catalog, shorts, it's just, in other words, the video with Stacks, chat, is a very small, I don't share that kind of stuff, but my back catalog alone can keep me going for a very long time. Stacks' video was a drop in the water. So I'm going to actually do something with my chat here. I'm going to ask you guys a question. And that was 2 days. I'm going to ask you a question. Maybe we have Stacks back on. Stacks, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to come to me like a man, and you're going to have to go, Steven, can you have me on the stream? Because remember, you're on the back foot now. I don't need him to do well. He needs me. He needs me. So if you want me to help you out, I'm just telling you, it ain't going to be a friendly discourse like it could have been in the first one, but I'll have you back on the channel. But you know who's going to decide? The chat's going to decide. But you're going to first have to come to me like a man in writing, write it down. And then I'm going to go to my audience. I'm going to ask them, and they're going to be the final judge. If they say no, if they say you're not allowed on the channel, then that means there's not an appetite for it. And we'll, and Stacks, you're fucked from there. So, you know, a little bit of tasteless energy for me. I don't like to bully guys, but I think when you're going around lying, all right, you're being dishonest, not just to, you know, your audience, which is multiple times smaller than mine, but you're also you're lying to my audience, because my audience is frequenting your comment section and going, oh, is he, one of my boys comes to me. He's like, did he try to reschedule? Come on now. So we can do this anyway. I think a discourse would be good. There's nothing you can really do, like similar to the Wes Watson video. And you'll see this at the end of my next Wes Watson video that I'm releasing in the next few days. We're not the same man. We're not even so like, this is the thing, chat. What do I do? What do I do? I can't fight you because it's like fighting a child. Can't fight them. Okay, we can't fight. So wait, because that's people would like to see me bash their heads in. I can't do that. Maybe we'll make videos and try to like create some sort of energy there. Oh, they're not good at making videos. So what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I don't know. No one knows. Yeah, so that's that. Chat, did I miss anything before I move on? I probably did. I think I did enough. All right. Stop fucking DMing me like a woman, responding to memes. He followed me, then unfollowed me like a bitch. Like, if you're going to do this YouTube shit, let's do it like professionals, man. And when you say you're going to be somewhere, and this is a lesson for everyone watching this. We have a few hundred people watching this. If you're going to say you're going to do something, keep your word, man. Keep your word. Your word is all you have. If I say I'm going to show up, Uncle Steve's going to show up. Even if I know I'm outgunned, I'm going to show up. And that's just the biggest lesson that we learned is like a man can say, oh, well, I was sleeping. Well, regardless of whether you're sleeping or not, you said you were going to do something, you didn't. I don't know, too. If fucking a YouTuber with 13 million subscribers and averages ridiculous views asks me to be on, I'm going to be on. Fucking laser focus. It's a good opportunity. Joey Thumb says he doesn't deserve to be on Uncle Steve's channel, but we want to watch the beatdown. You guys love watching a car crash, so that might be what happens. John, let me explain, because I know your channel too, and I think you do very good work. What I'm going to say is this. I know he's a friend of yours. I'm sure he's a good guy in his private time. But at the end of the day, he gave me his word. He broke his word. And he's lying about things. He's saying he's trying to reschedule stuff. He never tried to reschedule anything. I already showed the chat the details. It was all a lie. And I gave him an opportunity to get in front of a very large audience. We were at 1,300 concurrent viewers in the first 20 minutes. We would have done thousands of concurrent viewers. Probably would have broke 6-figure views on a live. And he squandered it, John. So I know he might be your buddy. But at the end of the day, your actions speak louder than, you know, your personal relationships. It comes down to being a man of your word. I didn't have to offer him an opportunity to come on this channel. It was me doing him a favor because, you know, I think it's a decent thing to do. So that's that. And the door is not necessarily open for him to come back on. But if he reached out in a way and he wanted to do it and my audience was okay with it, then that's something I would absolutely at least consider. I would absolutely consider it. Now let's get back to what we came here for. We want to watch men beat the shit out of each other. We're still in the Motion fight. Motion versus Kadi Magomeyev. So, yeah. Yeah, I feel you, John. I feel you. And I don't want to beat a dead horse and I don't want to drag you down because of your relationships. I'm sure I'm friends with, you know, I get it. Sometimes people are good people and I'm not going to give him any compliments because of how because how weird he got after the fact. I was very complimentary. Even during the live stream, I was pretty fair to him. But yeah, you know, we can't do that anymore. Yeah, these guys, once I saw, I'm going back to the fight. Once I saw Kadi Magomedov, his name, I knew he was going to be a beast. We're in the third round now, guys, coming around here. The next 3 fights, by the way, coming up on this PFL card are absolutely insane. They're really good. High-level grappling exchange. You can already see the subtleties against the cage. I haven't seen anything regarding the fight, though, so I don't know if they were striking or what the deal was. Oh, he's cheating there. So, you know, he had a whizzer. He had a whizzer, but he had his 4 fingers looped into the gloves. That's not legal. That's definitely not legal, but very tactical. Smart move. Guys, check out the Discord. It's linked above. It's a good place to join. You know, I give sneak peeks into who I'm going to have on the stream, the things we're doing going forward. I communicate with the audience through announcements. So check it out if you're interested. Nice body kick by Motion. Yo, it's just crazy how fucking jacked these guys are in PFL. Are these guys juicing or what? I don't know. They're jacked, though. Yo, John, I appreciate you, bro. And like I said, you have a quality channel. I think you call out a lot of guys that deserve it. The Cali Muscle Cat and a few other people. So keep doing what you're doing, man. Nice stuff by Motion. Oh, these guys are good, man. When you could take a pause in the center of the octagon, or whatever it is, and sit down on a single and limp arms out. But this dude's defense is crazy, Motion. Crazy defense. Next stream, by the way, guys, we'll have everything sussed out when it comes to when it comes to text on screen, all that good stuff. I'm glad the stream quality is good, though. That's the biggest thing. We got the internet situation squared away. Motion is just controlling the action. Now they got the live odds set to minus 810 for Motion. This dude's a beast. Just controlling the action. We got 25 seconds left on the round. See where we're at. Just controlling them. You know, the worst thing in the world, you're in a fight and your half guard is wide open and your hips and your shoulders are pinned to the mat. This is the most vulnerable position you can be in, one of them. That's exactly what we're seeing right now. I'm at the very end. Sorry, man, I missed that message there. I'm at the very end of the round. There we go. Just ended. Yeah, yo, it just pisses me off. Yo, this rye, my shit was crispy beforehand, man. You guys know that. It was crispy, the connection, but I had a bottleneck issue. Guys, if you ever plan on streaming, any of you guys watching this, and I know that's a smaller part of my audience than worth addressing, but yo, definitely do me a favor and make sure your router's up to par, man. Because I thought if you use an Ethernet cable, you should be good. We're on commercial break. If you use the Ethernet cable, you should be fucking good, right? It bypasses the router. I had like that mindset. It was like, no, you need to upgrade your router. So I had to do that. And now the internet is just disrespectful. Yeah, the Cyborg fight is not next. We have the Eblin versus Edwards fight. Eblin considered one of the greatest middleweights going right now. And then we got Leon Edwards' brother fighting. He's really talented too. Yeah, so I'm glad you guys are enjoying it, man. And I don't think the OCD's getting me is the fucking text on screen, man. But we'll be all right though. We got Ferreira getting his hands wrapped. You actually, let's do that. Let's do some polls. I think that's probably a good thing, right? Let's do a poll. Engage your audience. Let's do that from here. Start a poll. Oh, who do we got in this next fight, guys? We got Eblin or Edwards. Edwards is again. Leon Edwards' brother. Talks just like him. Barely intelligible. Barely understand what he's saying. Who you got? Let me know if it went through. What's going on here with this? What's going on, it? What's going on with this thing? Just let me send it. Let me send it. All right, let me close this. What is this? Stop adding options. Stop adding options. You're killing me, man. What am I writing? Start a poll. Eblin? For God's sakes, chat. I'm talking to myself on here. Nah, it's good. It's all good. As long as the quality is good, I'm good over there, Ash. I'm good. Eblin versus Edwards. Let's do this. All right, jump in there. Easiest thing to do. I had to make it an ordeal. I think he beat him, but I think it was like close. I think Eblin started pulling ahead towards, the later part of the fight, but I'm interested nevertheless, man. I'm good, Wolf. I'm good. It's good. I'm glad the connection's good. That's facts, man. That is absolutely facts. I knew for a fact when I can kind of sense when a live stream's not really cooking like that, because I was like, nobody's really talking about this fight. But we got to go live, chat. We can't continue not to go live, especially with a good internet feed at this point and such a high level system. We have to. How good's the system, you guys are probably asking. I know some of the geeks in the chat are like, Steve, you claim to have a good YouTube, but YouTube connection, but what are we really talking about? Let me show you what I'm talking about, all right? I'm going to pull myself up. Give me a second. That's my internet. My internet is 919 upload. So pretty good is what I'm saying. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Kiali Lolly. What do you mean by that, my man? Yeah. It's a crazy internet connection, I know. It is crazy. Motion gets the win, guys. Motion gets the win. We're getting ready for the Eblin fight coming up. We have another 3 fights. Yeah, I know. It is kind of crazy energetic. It's definitely a crazy ass high level connection. But before I even fix my internet, which I needed to do with upgrading all this nonsense and splitting my Wi-Fi, do that, guys. If you upgrade your shit, I suggest splitting the 2.4 and the 5. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. But if they ask you on Verizon, be like, yo, split my Wi-Fi, even though I use, you know what I'm saying? I use an Ethernet cable, split your Wi-Fi, especially if you're gaming on Wi-Fi or something like that. Split it. Do me a favor. But yo, it really worked out. Like I said, this connection's crazy, and I think for a fact I could probably multi-stream right now on Twitch and vertical YouTube at the same time. I didn't want to risk it for this stream though. I wanted to lay low and just get this one under our belt, and I think it was worth it. I think it worked out. Mess on Instagram back. He said you haven't messaged back. So Kiolili, basically what you do, I spent like a half an hour and gave my audience an ear beating on this whole situation. So definitely go back and just scroll back on this live, and then I don't know how long ago it was, but I addressed that situation ad nauseum at this point. Yo, what's up, First? What's going on? We got a white belt in the chat. Let's go. Yeah, so do that, Kial Lili. I basically did address that situation pretty intensely. I showed all of the DMs. I showed the fact that he never asked to reschedule, etc. I'm not going to put my audience through that again. Oh no, I did. Like I said, just scroll back a little bit in this stream. Scroll back. I don't know how far it is. Maybe 15, 20 minutes. Chat. How long ago was I yapping? Scroll back. That's facts. We got more people in the live chat than they have there. Yo, Richie, thanks for the 5, man. Richie's an old school buddy of mine and student and friend of mine. Richie, I gotta slide by, man. I gotta slide by and get a little training with you, man. Just have a little bit of fun. Richie teaches in the Bronx if anyone's around and want to learn from him. 30 minutes, 37 minutes. Yeah, so Kiliali, you can go back about that amount. And I basically, I guess, said pretty much all I could possibly say. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got my man Edwards getting ready to walk in. Edwards versus Eblin's up next. Excuse me. All right, music. Music for $5 goes Steven, God bless. Okay, here we go. Salvador Sanchez, had he lived to make welter versus a doped up Aaron Pryor. Give me the other bottle. The one I mixed. Not that bottle, the one I mixed. Panama Lewis. Seedy trainer. I'm going to lean towards Salvador. I think Salvador has the punch output to deal with Aaron Pryor's onslaught. The Hawk would have had a hard time with that, but then again, Aaron gets so busy later in those rounds that it might have given Salvador a problem. But great question as always. Music is a boxing historian like myself, so we geek out a little bit once a stream. But yeah, I'd say in my opinion, I'll lean towards Salvador Sanchez, but we don't really know his true potential. And Aaron Pryor, man, I still think about what he did to Alexa Arguello, and just he's a problem, man. All right, you ready, guys? We got Johnny Eblin making his way to the cage right now. What's cool, too, this is sort of a separate topic for a second. I just want to speak on this, but Chris Cyborg, you know, the female fighter, she's fighting a very tough Brazilian fighter. I think her name's Pacheco. And Pacheco already won $2 million, bro. Not only did she beat Kayla Harris, which, you know, is a UFC fighter and she's doing very well for herself, probably the next champion in the UFC. But Pacheco also fucking made $2 million, dude. So I'm actually pretty excited about that fight. And now I noticed that Richie said the crowd, I'm looking at the crowd. I don't think they sold the venue out. Now that you say that, I don't think they sold the venue out. It looks a little lean. Yeah, yo, Richie, I'll definitely swing by. Definitely swing by. I'm cutting a little bit of weight now, putting in the road work, doing all that stuff. Wouldn't mind coming by and just getting a sweat with you, man. Maybe you could hold some pads for Uncle Steve. I don't remember how she won, but I know she beat the shit out of her. I remember watching the fight, and she was just dominating top position. Kayla couldn't outmuscle her. Her judo was pretty much neutralized in that fight as well. So yeah, so it's she's tough. Guys, we have both fellas in the ring now. Let me just minimize this so I can see what the fuck I'm doing here. All right, cool. We're good here. Cyborg, man, like, I always fucked with Cyborg. You know, I always have. And despite the doping allegations or the fact that she doped, I think it's actually pretty much concrete that she's doped. But I've always fucked with her. I always thought she was incredibly talented. The interesting thing, though, is her face right now looks way different, guys. Did you see her face in the weigh-ins? Mama, just lay low on the work. Like, I get you want to look young. We all want to age slowly, but her cheekbones are just different size. Like, it's almost like, you guys watch Family Guy. It's like a quagmire, like a Brazilian female quagmire, Vanderlei Silva hybrid type situation. God forgive me. Anyone else a fan of her in the chat? You got chat. Are we a fan of her? Who do you got in that fight? Giggity, giggity, giggity. There was a point in time where Cyborg, pause. I know everyone's going to say, you're homosexual. But there was a point where she wasn't that bad. Huh? Gay? Am I gay? I don't think she was that bad back in the day. Like, there was a point, like, in Strike Force where they showed her, and I was like, yeah, a little masculine. But now, bro, like, she just looks like a barely human. Barely human. All right, guys, we're getting ready for the first round between Edwards Guys, let's go. Eblin right on the front foot. I'm just going to minimize it so I won't see the chat temporarily. Let me actually call this fight because I'm actually semi-excited about this one. Edwards with the very precise outside range striking. Eblin live odds, minus 470 right now. Beautiful body kick, right hand. I love that same side attack where you kick the body and you chuck the right hand. And Edwards is using that tap and go style. Very cool to see. Excellent outside low kick. Let's see if my man Eblin can utilize the wrestling. Thing is, once things stop, he starts to have struggles on the feet. He'll just wrestle you. Like he's such a good wrestler. Beautiful head kick, and he really goes for the kill. There's a lot of UFC fighters that are world class that train with Eblin. Like, yo, thank God he's not in the UFC. But Edwards is precise and just as good as his brother, I think. I think. Good slip and rip by Edwards, gets his head off center, and then he's trying to channel that uppercut, which is not only a good close-range counter, but it discourages the takedown by Eblin. You know what I'm saying? You slip your head off the center, bang the rear arm, and Eblin's thinking about shooting. He's definitely going to rethink that. Another tool that Eblin has, like a lot of top wrestlers, that fucking left hand by Edwards definitely hurt him, though, is he has the cardio to keep pushing a pace. He can go. He can definitely go. Excuse me. Shout out to the disc. A beautiful right hand. He gets him back. Eblin. Shout out to the moderators. We got Jax, Energetic. We got Ash. We got Frankie and Tony. I think that's everybody. Always the best. Oh, beautiful right hand, man. He rocks Edwards. Edwards now defending the single against the cage. He got hit with a hard right hook and he went back and fell down. But Edwards now is doing a good job of using his whizzer and controlling the free arm. But this is where Eblin cooks, mother. He cooks you. You know, he holds you up against that cage, drives his shoulder in, and he just whacks knees to the inner thigh. This is going to tell us a story, right? I know a lot of you guys watching this go, oh, I'm not a huge fan of the cage wrestling. Let me tell you something. Study it. Become obsessed with it. Because this is where you can melt a man. You hold him here. You wear on him. You position your shoulder correctly. You dominate head positioning. This is the best position in fighting, in my opinion. But Edwards does a good job, with that being said, of turning Eblin, getting off the cage, getting his back to the center. There's a good, very, cute style. He touches the lead arm and he chops the low kick. He just tries to lull you to sleep, much like his brother does. He kind of makes you feel comfortable, like, oh, we're buddies, right? And then bang, he just catches you with a head kick that you never saw coming. That's a trait that the Edwards brothers definitely have. Chat, if you're just coming in, we have a Discord that's private. You can join it. It's pinned at the top of this chat here. And cool community. Nothing crazy, but just a bunch of guys chilling. Nice double leg attempt, but Edwards gets dumped down, but he gets right back up, exposes his back, and gets up. That's the superpower that Eblin has. He has the ability to change trajectories and get the takedown when he needs to. This is a superpower for a guy like Edwards. I'm sorry, a guy like Eblin. You don't got to be a collegiate level wrestler, chat, to be able to implement this stuff. Got to understand how to utilize takedowns and disrupt rhythms in MMA. Beautiful takedown again. And you're probably saying, Steve, but you need to know how to wrestle. You need a wrestling background. There's a lot of high-level wrestlers and that have trained with me or that would attest to this fact. Wrestling and MMA is a whole different art. He just slammed Edwards on the top of his head, reminiscent of the Bilal slam on his brother Leon. Literally picked him up and slammed him on the top of his head. Left him with that flat top. Crazy. Eblin moves to minus 520 on the live odds. He's cooking, guys. Guys, do me a favor and like this stream. Turn on post notifications so you know when I go live next. We're finishing up this round. We got 20 seconds left. It's not hard to hit that bell, guys. Real easy to do. He works him back down. Eblin gets the man's hands on the mat. Chat, what did we talk about earlier? We talked about the principle of keeping your man's hands on the mat. He can't fight your grips, and he can't punch you in the face if his hands are on the mat. This is a rinse and repeat. He's in trouble. Edwards, unless he lands a clean shot, he's in trouble. Eblin will melt you. He could do this all night. Great round. That's your round for Eblin, obviously, if you're watching the fight. If you're not watching the fight, try to find that stream, guys. Try to watch it. We have Chris Cyborg coming up with a fucking awesome female fight. You guys know I'm notorious for bashing females MMA. Not because I'm a sexist, but because female MMA is a few, maybe a decade behind men. But this will not be one of those fights. And of course, we got Ngannou in the main event taking on Ferreira. What my chat is calling the can crusher. Disrespectful. The Brazilian can crusher. You guys are fucking comical. Very disrespectful, though. I'll get into further detail on my predictions if I can remember. Let me just end this because you guys are probably going to get a little finicky with that. Let me end that poll real quick. Leon had a really hard first round. It wasn't pretty. It was not pretty. It was a tough one. It's discouraging, too. A guy keeps taking you down, punching you in the face, kicking you in the body. He's always in your face, disrespecting your range. It's not good. Yeah, Barrett, I just saw what you said, and that's what I was kind of attesting to before, man. It's like, I know a lot of really good wrestlers that they not that they can't take you down, especially in the open, but they kind of fall apart in certain ranges because it is different. That's what, that's like guys like GSP never wrestled, but like he really utilized, he learned how to utilize reactive takedowns, things like that. And that really helped him be successful. Or even Nurmagomedov, who is a great wrestler, but he's not like a fucking collegiate wrestler. He's from Dagestan. Like, he's a good wrestler, utilizes judo too, but he knows how to use it within the context of fighting, and he uses that cage as like a tag team partner. It's a great talent to develop. Beautiful oblique kick by Edwards as Eblin comes forward. That's what you got to do, chat. You got to punish guys, man. You got a disrespectful wrestler that's not giving you what you deserve. You have to punish him as he enters that mid-range. Otherwise, he's going to push you behind the black line and he's going to take advantage of you. He's going to continue. Beautiful pull counter left hand by Edwards right there. Had Eblin. But Eblin's, no disrespect, he's a little slow. You know what I mean when I say that? Oh, he gets hit with another good hook. Edwards hit him with a left hook. And then Eblin just falls for the takedown. Falls right in for the takedown. Excuse me. Can Eblin get the takedown? It's going to be very difficult if he can't connect his hands. So if you notice here, guys, Edwards is keeping Eblin's hands disconnected. That's crucial, guys. Very crucial. But you know what Eblin's doing well. Oh yeah! Come on, Edwards. He's almost out of there. He's got to control that secondary hand. He's going to trip him. Beautiful. Beautiful. That works very well against the cage. Chat, is there anyone who cares about technique in the room? I'm sure you're not commenting in the chat, but I'm going to assume you're just watching. So let's have a little bit of a discourse. That was beautiful. He couldn't score the takedown on Edwards because he couldn't connect his hands together. But he used his head to drive and off-balance Edwards. Then connected the hands. Then utilized the trip to get Edwards' hips pinned to the ground. Fucking... Like, I want to go train right now. I'm watching that transition. I want to drill that transition. That was absolutely beautiful. Edwards pinned on his back. This is a high-level D1 wrestler. You're not moving. Unless you're a world-class jiu-jitsu player who can instigate off balances on a guy with hips that heavy, you're in trouble. Edwards is fundamentally a fucking kickboxer. What's he going to do? He ain't going anywhere. Minus 620 on Eblin. Jack wants to see your transitions. Energetic. Yo, David, thank you. Stand back. I appreciate it. Thanks for jumping in the stream, guys. 434 in here. I appreciate everyone coming through. This isn't a big card. I'm glad you guys are joining me. We're just killing time on a Saturday. What I always say is I'm going to watch these fights anyway. Might as well spark up a stream and bullshit with my buddies. What I feel like it's just a room of 490 people of my friends that we're just talking shit. And I'm a geek for technique, so I don't get to do technical videos on this channel anymore. We do more like entertainment content, but let's not get it twisted. This is what I love. I love talking about technique. And right now, Eblin is absolutely riding the position. He's controlling action. And what does he have to do here, chat? What does he have to do with Edwards here, chat? Come on. What does he have to do? If someone drops in the chat, bro, drop it in the chat. What does he have to do? Right here. Let me see. I don't think anyone has it. I don't think anyone knows what he has to do. I fucking said it ad nauseum though in this live. So hopefully someone understands what I'm saying. Okay? Ah. Beautiful. Beautiful elbow on the break by Eblin. I'll say it again. I'll be a broken record, guys, because I know you're thinking about it, but you don't want to embarrass yourself on in the chat. And there's no embarrassment if you get a technique wrong. But when I got a man and my chest is on his back and I'm driving him to try to score the takedown, you got to keep his hands on the ground. You got to keep his hands on the ground. I'm going to test you guys again in the future about that. It's very important. Who was the best at it? Nurmagomedov was the best at it. If his hands are on the ground, chat, what can he do? He can't fight your lock. He can't fight your double leg. He can't fight your transitions because he has to base. Beautiful counters by Edwards. Tell you what he does really well. He gets in the center and he's so good at pull countering, slipping, pulling. Really beautiful stuff. But again, if you can't keep a guy like Eblin off of you, what are you going to do? He's going to keep violating you. Yo, Ape is the man. Ape is at the liquor store chilling right now, selling spirits to the people. That's cool, man. You got to think, Ray, and I love this conversation. It's a fight. You got to think. I know it's not fun for all of you guys. You guys that want to be entertained. I know, me too. I get a little annoyed with the grappling too. But my job, right, is to make sure that you're less athletic than me. And the way to do that is to pin hips and shoulders. I know what you want. I'm talking about livelihoods. Talking about livelihoods, guys. I'm talking about paying for tuition, paying for mortgages. Pin the fucking idiot. Make him less athletic. Don't get hurt. That's what you want to do as a fighter. Eblin's great at that. And this is why people don't fuck with him in training. All your favorite fighters, Sean Strickland, all those guys, ask them how training goes with Eblin. Ask Strickland how training goes with Eblin. It ain't a cakewalk. He's a bully, man. This is beautiful, guys. So let's see if Edwards can establish any form of control. We have another 3 rounds to go in this fight. We have another 3 rounds to go in this fight. He says no. He just got hit with another pull counter by Edwards. And Eblin shakes his head no. We know what that means. And he hits him with a nice teep to the body. Now, I actually like high kicks on wrestlers. You're probably saying, why? Why would you kick? But it really forces them not just to think about strikes coming their way, but it damages their arms and it keeps their hands high. It's hard to shoot a takedown when you have to defend shots coming up top. Very good. Very good. Yo, Eblin, live odds, minus 1150. Minus 1,150. Crazy. Nice jab. Stiff with it. Right now, guys, oh man, Edwards can strike, man. And he does something that is very hard to deal with. He grabs your lead arm. He grabs your lead hand. And it's very distracting because he can hook over that. He can feint the hook, come with the backhand, the straight. He can throw a teep to the body. He can throw a rear high kick. I'm thinking about things he would do against a wrestler. Beautiful slip uppercut. Just when you think Edwards is done, he comes back and does something that is just pretty to watch, man. Dude is no joke. Crazy, Leo. Live odds crazy. Oh, he stabs him in the heart with the backhand and stabs him to the body again with the rear uppercut Edwards does. Poetry in motion by Edwards right now. This is a guy you watch, teep to the body. That's what you do against a wrestler. Risky, but you got to do it. But I tell you what, the teep to the body is a great tool against a wrestler too, right? I'm not looking to shoot if you're throwing straight kicks to my body. I don't want to run into a foot or a knee. Great strategy, man. Edwards circling around. He has to keep moving. I don't like the way he's getting backed up. See what I'm saying, guys? He gets backed up. Let's see that trip. Let's see if he can get that right. She's not going to be able to get it yet. He's going to try to transition to a lock double. Oh, no, trip. Got him down. Oh, can he scramble? Not enough urgency by Edwards on bottom to get back up to his feet. And now he's partially pinned. That's not good. That's not, I know you guys in the chat are saying, oh, this is terrible. He's holding them down. I get it. But if you're losing a stand-up battle, what do you want to do? So Edwards does a good job. He just built back up to all fours, but now he has to try to stand back up from all fours. If you're watching the fight, what does he have to do, chat? What does he have to do? And is Eblin doing it right now? What does Eblin have to do, and is he doing it right now? Watch it. See what I'm saying? If you're watching a fight, you know what we've been talking about for the last half hour or so. Let's see if he can continue to ride and keep those hands where they need to be. Let's see. See how he's sagging his hips too? This is actually dangerous. He can't let Edwards step around his rear leg. Not good. All right, switch off. He's going to go single and trip again. Watch this. He's going to go single and trip again if he can. Single. Oh, nice job by Edwards. Wow, teeps right to the body, knowing he still has 2 rounds to go. Good strategy to keep annihilating the body. Very good work by Edwards, man. I'm impressed. Eblin, minus 2,100. Another teep to the body. This is fuck. $50 seconds left. Nice job by Eblin. Hook, right, backhand off the hook. Beautiful. 1-2-1. Nice knee to the body. Eblin comes back with a shoe shine counter, but I'll tell you what, he's looking a little outgunned right now. Edwards is looking pretty strong. I love that, man. I love that he slips and uppercuts to the body. I got to drill that. That's really nice. Chat, we watching this fight or what? I'm going to say something after this round that I think needs to be said. The odds are still greatly in favor of Eblin, by the way, but it's becoming a little bit more even. I think for an absolute fact, we have to get Eblin in the UFC. I mean, don't get me wrong, the dude is world class and all that, and I know he kills people in the training room, but yo, let's go. Let's get him in. Let's get him in the UFC. Because you don't want to expire. You don't want him to expire in the PFL. Yeah, you guys are behind me, huh? I have low latency on too. You should be good to go. Yo, guys, I appreciate everyone stopping by the stream. But yo, listen, do me a favor, bro. I'm not asking for nothing, but throw me a like. Throw me a like and turn on those post notifications so you know next time I go live. We have a bunch of things scheduled in the next few months. You guys are not going to want to miss it. So let me tell you something. Right now, I'm watching Francis Ngannou warm up backstage. He looks very good. He looks good. He just kicked Dewey across the room. He just kicked him in the stomach and he went flying. All right, guys, you ready? You ready for this? We're getting ready for the next round. Chat, let me know what you think's going on. What's the score for you guys if you're watching at home? Eblin versus Edwards. Who do you have winning the fight right now? Let me know in the chat. I like Eblin, but I tell you what, I'm starting to root for Edwards. I don't know why that happened. Sometimes I'm watching the guy and I'm like, kind of want him to win. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing him get the finish. And the fact that he's not quitting on himself, despite being pressured like this. And I think that's what happens when you rematch a guy, even though he's a talented guy, Eblin is. But when you rematch a guy, you know a little bit more of what he's going to bring to the table, what kind of pace he fights at. At first, you fight a guy like Eblin, it's overwhelming, bro. It's like, I've never felt that pressure in a real fight. Like, you know, it'll crush you. But the second time, you kind of know what to expect. And good exchange there. I think that's what we're seeing from Edwards. He's like, don't get me wrong, this is tough and it kind of sucks, but I know what's going on here. Trying to set him up, Edwards is. He's trying to set a trap where he can get Nice teep to the body. He's looking to get Eblin to throw the right hand so he can slip and bang either an uppercut or a left straight. Pull counter left hand. You guys watching it or not? This is what we're talking about. He's looking to draw out Eblin's rear straight, and he's pulling another 1-2. That was an offensive one. That was preemptive. But now he's going to mix up the preemptive attack with the reactionary attack. It should look really. It should fire up pretty well. Let's watch him. I don't like this though. He's backing up too close to the cage. He has to start to go forward, keep his head nice and low. Nice uppercut. Nice uppercut. We have Eblin in on a single. He gets taken down again. Yeah, Eblin's just good at putting you against the cage. And I'm calling it each time. It's not that I know, oh man, I know. You know what I know? I know every time he gets backed up behind that black line, he's going to get taken down. Every single time. And that's what's happening. What are we doing here, chat? In this position? What are we doing? Beat a dead horse. What are we doing, chat? Yeah, that lead arm wrist grab, guys, is a great tactic you can use if you're fighting someone in the same stance. Beautiful takedown again by Eblin. He ties his hands together, lifts and dumps. I think you're right, Scorpio. But I think that tactic is good. If you're just learning how to strike, though, I would not do what you see Edwards doing. See how he's reaching out when he's standing? They're not doing it now and grabbing that lead hand. I would not do it because your reactions aren't trained yet. So what happens is you start reaching for gloves and he punches over your hand and knocks you unconscious. Don't do that. This is like a very advanced trick you can use. Yeah, he's completely just grounding him out. We got Eblin at minus 2,100 right now. Eblin's at minus 2,100. Crazy. He's just controlling the action, man. Yo, Sway, what's up? I see you in the chat. What's going on, man? I hope you're watching the fight. It's a good fight, man. This is a very high-level fight. A lot of things you can learn from this. Knee in the hamstrings. Let's see if he switches here. Guys, if you're tuning in and you're wondering, you know, did he address the drama? You got to scroll back a little bit, guys. Scroll back on my live feed and you'll see. You'll see what's up. I don't remember when. This is a bad decision by Edwards, by the way. He tried to hit a switch. But the hips weren't positioned right. Not smart. Yeah. It's not easy, man. It's not another slam on his dome piece, man. The poor Edwards brothers, like, they're best known for the Usman head kick, 100% the Usman head kick, but also getting slammed on top of their heads. It's common with them. So what we're seeing here is Eblin doing what's smart. He knows he can't compete with Edwards at range, so he's keeping the proximity nice and close, and he's keeping his hands locked together. You're watching him keep his hands locked together. He's going to switch to a lock double, but no. Now, you're probably saying, damn, this must burn out your grips. Like, isn't it tired keeping your hands gripped? Nice combination. Edwards backs off, but it's because Eblin decided to unlock his hands. Nice teep to the body. Tell you what, Edwards' conditioning is stupid. Stupid. Teeps to the body, that's exactly what you do. It reminds me of McGregor versus Chad Mendes, where he kept teeping him to the body and it just drained the wrestler. Great job. What's funny, guys, is you think, oh man, this must be really tiring, you know, having to keep your hands connected like this. It's actually not. When you have your hands connected around your opponent, as long as you're not squeezing your biceps, your back, as long as you're not doing that, and you just focus on keeping your hands clasped and relax your arms when they need to be relaxed, and when they go to defend, then you tense up, you'll never burn out. As long as you have a strong grip, your hands will not burn out. You could try it with your girlfriend. Your girlfriend around watching the stream with you, grab her right now. Grab your girlfriend right now. Lock your hands around her. Ape is in the chat. He's working at a liquor store right now. Grab the next patron that comes into your liquor store. Wrap your arms around them. And anyway, what you'll notice though is you can hold this all day. You can hold this all day. You can hold that all day if you don't stay tense the whole time. All right, guys, we're getting ready for the next round. championship rounds, if I'm not mistaken. Edwards is doing better than he thinks he is. He has to get out of his own head. If you're single, find a stranger. Grab a stranger as soon as you can. All right, guys. 4th round. 5th round. 5th round. Sorry. Chad, I was going to go to see the Mike Tyson fight. Mike Tyson versus... Oh, he fucking poked him in the nose? Oh, that sucks. Poked him in the eye? I said poked him in the nose. What the fuck are you talking about, Steve? I think he picked his nose by accident. Egregious foul when you pick a man's nostril. Oh, he's bleeding, dude. He's bleeding on the nose, though. Anyway, I was going to go see the Tyson versus Paul fight. DraftKings was going to fly me out, but I was like, you know what? I don't really want to see Mike Tyson get annihilated, and I'm sitting there shooting content like a fucking cheese ball. Let me see that again. Oh, fingers. He threw the body kick and poked him by accident. I did see that. Not good. Guys, are you watching the Mike Tyson fight? Drop it in the chat if you plan on watching the Mike Tyson fight. Mike Tyson, you know I'm going to stream it. All right, I'm going to stream it. But are you guys excited about it or no? Oh, sorry. My timer is no longer effective because they took a break, so I'm turning it off. Nice straight body kick, backing Eblin against the cage. That's what you want to do against a wrestler like this. You want to actually force him, but it's hard because he instigates takedowns. That's what you want to do, though. See how he's walking forward? Edwards is? Oh, he kicked him in the balls now? What the fuck? He teeped him right in the nuts, man. Eblin's a tough dude. He's not lying. Got kicked in the balls, man. Happens from time to time. Your partner might kick you in your opponent might kick you in your gooch every once in a while. That was on the cup. It was a little high though. Let me see. It was the cup. It was the cup. But it was more right below the belly button, whatever. Eblin comes out and kicks him in the penis immediately. Phenomenal tactic. We have 4 minutes left of the round, guys. I had to turn the timer off because they took a pause. Nice body kick there. Shoots a hard double. Gets denied. Edwards, can we score a knockout and secure this championship title? I think we can, man. It's for a title, right? Am I tripping, or is this actually just a regular 5-rounder? Because I don't even know why they would do that, right? It has to be for a title. Bro, Edwards is doing great in this 5th round. Eblin is a minus 2,800 favorite, 2,800 favorite. Crazy. But Edwards is backing him up. Nice body shot there. Another body shot. I don't know. He might, can't say break Eblin because Eblin doesn't break, but yo, he's taking a lot of shots to the body at this point. He's taking a tremendous amount of shots to the body. Knee up the middle, left hand. He's bullying him a little bit, guys. Chat, tell me you're watching this round. Am I not tripping? Is there a huge energetic shift happening right now? Beautiful stuff right there. 3 minutes is an eternity to have to fight, especially 3 minutes in your 5th round of fighting. Oh, man, we might get a stoppage, chat. We might get a stoppage by Edwards right now. You can keep channeling the body. Does it again. That teep is beautiful. Train your teeps, chat. Edwards isn't even breathing hard. Edwards is picking him apart on the feet. This is beautiful. Defends another takedown. Defends another one. Defends another takedown, chat. Yo. Oh, no. Edwards is putting the work on him. Edwards is putting the work on him. Defends another take. Knee the body. No. All right. 2 minutes left, guys. Come on. Let me see that. Fucking beautiful left hook. Elbow in the clinch. Elbow in the clinch. Oh, right to the liver. A left uppercut to the liver. Oh, Eblin's heart. It's crazy. You can't break this guy. You're going to have to. Yo, he just hit him with a double up elbow. He went bop, bop. fucking Edwards is a problem, man. Absolute problem. Starting to get a little tired for my liking, but that's to be expected. Oh, he's going to get taken down now. Is he going to get taken down? He got put against the cage. He might get taken down. All I'm saying is Edwards won this round. I just don't think it's enough. He needed a stoppage. And he was fighting as if he wanted to get the stoppage. It's just Eblin. Like I said before, Eblin is not the kind of guy you can break. You kind of have to put him unconscious or submit him. Come on, Edwards. You got to put it together now, man. Oh, man, Edwards is cooking him. Oh, hard body kick. Hard knee to the body. Holy moly. How is Eblin standing? Stabs him to the liver with the left shovel punch. Wow. I know shovel punches aren't actually technically a term. It's really an uppercut, but spare me the technicalities. Beautiful punch to the body is my point. Oh, fuck. The combinations are just beautiful to watch. Oh, another knee to the body. Eblin won't die. Terminator status. He will not go down. But he's eating everything. And he's firing back, which is also admirable. But he's getting hit with a lot of body shots. Oh, he's going to feel these body shots tomorrow. He's getting hooked to the body. Yo, Eblin is absolutely destroyed. Keep going, Edwards. Break in 15 seconds. Knee to the body. Go. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. Last 10 seconds. I know he's tired. What are you going to do? Am I going to sit here and criticize him from my studio? Good job by both men. Oh, my God. They both collapsed. That's crazy. What a fight, man. Yo, first of all, what a fight, chat. I hope you guys watched that. You don't just have me yapping in your ear, because that was worth the price of admission. That was an incredible fight. Edwards, I will be tuning into all of your next fights. That was incredible. This dude striking, once he gets into a rhythm, it's easily as good as Leon Edwards. Easily. Wow. Yeah, these guys are bonded forever. They fought 2 times. They bare their souls. I don't care who wins this fight. You've heard me say this on stream before. Neither guy is a better fighter. It's not like one guy is the better fighter because he got some random people sitting around the cage that probably have never fought to decide that, that he won the fight. In my opinion, both of these guys are champions. They won. I say keep them away from each other from now on. Not that I think that one guy can't win one fight. I just think these kinds of fights wear on you, man. Keep. We've seen enough of this. Great fight, though. Hope you guys enjoyed the fight. Yeah, Eblin's heart is absolutely ridiculous. I know many fighters that would have said, you know what, after that, one of those those teeps to the body, they would have submitted. They would have definitely gave up on themselves and looked for a way out. They're building up the next fight. I got to get this poll going. Chris Cyborg, baby. Cyborg. What you got? Drop it in the chat. What do you got? The girl who beat Harris. I know that's disrespectful. I didn't want to look for the spelling of her name. But the girl who beat Harris, it's pretty impressive that she beat Kayla Harris. She's talented. She also won $2 million. Respect to her. Won $2 million beating up women. Crazy. She's masculine, man. All due respect. She's You think GH Cyborg is a thing? Wait till you see Pedernarez. Don't know her name. What's her name, chat? Come on. You guys are supposed to be my second brain. I don't see any. Thank you. Larissa Pacheco. Thank you. Feminine name. But let's take a look at Larissa Pacheco real quick. High test levels. Genetically, for sure. You could see the bone structure. She was born like she's a solid woman. Guys, I know you guys are notorious. Especially my chat is notorious for just disrespecting women, and it's just making me sick. You guys are very disrespectful. But let me tell you something. This next fight is going to be like a men's fight, like a proper male fight. I'm going to be real with you guys. I should be giving predictions. I couldn't give a prediction for this fight, but the Cyborg fight I can give a prediction on. I actually don't want to because like, blah, 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 but I don't want to sway you guys, but I think Pacheco might pull it out. I think Cyborg is a little old, and I just think Pacheco is in her rhythm right now. It's like her time. You know what I mean? So should be interesting. Main event. You know what? I might save that prediction till when we get there. But for this fight, I'm leaning towards Pacheco. Who am I rooting for? I'm rooting for Cyborg. I'd like to see Cyborg pull it out, but I just think Pacheco's a little bit too much for Cyborg. I really do. We'll see, man. I've been wrong before. Shit. Let's see. Eblin gets the W, by the way. Trying to keep you guys in the loop if you're not watching the fight. Eblin got the W. We're going into the Chris Cyborg versus Larissa Pacheco. I know her name. Larissa Pacheco fight. In other words, the girl who beat Harris. And then obviously we have the main event. Ngannou taking on everybody's favorite can smasher, Ferreira. Big guy, though. I can make all the jokes I want over here. That motherfucker's big. If he walks into this room right now, Ferreira, you want to have a seat? Real quick. Ferreira wants a seat, he can have it. I'm not gonna argue with the fucking guy. He's 6'10", big guy. Thing is, you guys are telling me he only beats cans. So I'm like, oh, wait a second. Is he like, maybe I'm overestimating this guy. Maybe he really can't take on Ngannou. Ngannou still has that puncher's chance anyway. We'll get into it. Yo, Matt, I appreciate you, my man. Thanks for everyone stopping by. Leave a like for the video if you can, if you want to. Leave a dislike if you don't like it. Turn on post notifications whether you like it or you don't, though. Definitely do that. We have some more live streams coming up. I have some interviews coming up. I have some fighters that are going to be coming in, some viral sensations coming in. May have to call out a few fake tough guys and have them on stream. They rarely show up. Yo, you guys ever see Cyborg training with Tito Ortiz? Tito Ortiz puts her in a triangle and she picks Tito Ortiz up. Tito Ortiz is a giant of a man. He's like a big heavyweight. I know he fought at 205, but he's a fucking big dude. He walks around 240. Probably bigger, honestly. She lifted him up, dude, from a triangle with her posterior chain. I was like, dude, this girl, that's when I knew this girl was barely a girl. Yo, for real, he is majority head, but that weight has to go somewhere, right? That weight is, he wants to outlive his children, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to outlive his children. He's getting younger with age. Yeah. Yeah, all that head, yeah. He works out 8 days a week. You guys ever see the video of him discussing how much he works out? He's like, yeah, I work out 8 days a week, but 6 days I train. It was like, bro, what? Like, I could take 14 tabs of acid, pop 14 30 milligram oxys, and drink. I can go to Ape, see my man Ape, go grab a pint of tequila, and I still wouldn't be that disorganized in my thoughts. No respect to Tito. We got to get Tito on the stream. Round of applause for Tito Ortiz, man. Good chat. Should we get Tito on here? I just thought about that. Like, why have I not had a legend on here? We got to get Tito Ortiz on here. He's an old mature. Forgot about that one. I'm mature, but I'm an old mature. What? I'm 40 years old. He said, I'm 40 years old, but I'm a young 40. I'm an old mature. What? I know I'm a ball buster, right? But like, truthfully, like I grew up as a kid watching Tito, so it's like hard to disrespect Tito Ortiz. And like, if I have him on here, like, you got to be playful with him. But he is an old mature for sure. Reaching for those grapes, but all you're gonna be hearing. What does he say, chat? You guys are hitting me with the quotes of life right now. He reaching for those grapes, but damn, what else did he say? And those cheese and grapes. Babalusa Brawl called him something completely different. Wasn't even his name. What did he call him, chat? I don't know what he called him. All right, guys, we're getting ready for the Cyborg versus Pacheco fight there. They're getting ready to walk out now. It's the moment, man. Pacheco. Yo, Pacheco is just fucking brolic, really. Yo. I did see the video of Tito sitting at the city council. So funny, bro. So funny. Seeing him in a suit, like anything proper is just, to me, disrespectful. Like, you're used to seeing him in the cage with like dyed hair and fucking flame shorts. That's it, Titanium. That's it. He's reaching for those grapes. He's trying to make his wine. Yeah, I'll try to get him. I think you guys will absolutely laugh your asses off if I got Tito in. I got to promote it a different way though. I can't be disrespectful in a promotion, so I got to figure out how to spin it so people will come in. But I don't know. We'll see. By the way, Pacheco's getting ready to walk in. Chris Cyborg coming up next. It's gonna be a good one. I was thinking about getting Chuck Liddell in because, you know, I'm a fanboy of Chuck Liddell's. I don't care if he can speak or not at this point. I'll listen to him mumble for an hour if I have to. But I don't know if I should get him on. I don't know. Maybe I'll get him on. I might try. Chuck Liddell's an idol of mine. Wait, guys, what was the funny video of Tito? He was like opening up. Oh, there's a jar. How he opens a jar or something like that. Forget what it is. Chris Cyborg's getting ready to make the walk. She looks so confident, man. She looks so confident. She's smiling. She's talking to the lady who's directing her to walk out. It's like she's in her element. She knows something we don't, maybe. Let's see. What motivates a woman, by the way, in her late 30s to keep fighting? Like, to me, that's kind of, I don't know, man. It's a little crazy to think. Is it to start? Like, I don't know what it is. Brian, when he said, I want to outlive my children, of course, 100%. When he doubled down on wanting to outlive his children, that was crazy. The 100% at the end really does take it to a whole different state. It's confirming that he realizes what he said is ridiculous, but he's going to stand on it. Tito Ortiz, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think, too, she can fight a little bit later. I'm talking about Cyborg because she doesn't have to worry about Killer's Row, right? I think she just got finished beating up the former UFC fighting chick. I forget her name. Kat Zingano, I believe. She beat Kat Zingano. But Kat Zingano had one foot out, I think, in fighting. So she was overmatched bigly. Are you guys ready for this fight? 39 years old, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you're up there, man. 39 for fighting. She's fighting a 30-year-old. She is taller. Cyborg is. Same reach. She has longer legs by a few inches. Oh, that's funny. I was actually thinking, considering, Chad, I was considering getting on, not like I can definitely get him on. I'm not that guy, but maybe I can get on Ken Shamrock. That'll be pretty cool. Frank, too. Frank is someone I admire. He's a prototype of MMA. But Ken is like, Ken is my first favorite fighter. Ken was my favorite fighter before Royce Gracie. Like, before I even thought about getting into jiu-jitsu. Ken Shamrock predates all that for me. Definitely look up to him tremendously. Richie says that's War Machine she's fighting on the nose. Very similar fucking genetics. Excuse me. Oh, yo, imagine having a Tito and Ken face off on stream. Genius idea. See, this is why I need you guys to fucking talk to me. You guys have great ideas, man. That's all right, they're introducing Pacheco, guys. Yeah, I know Ken did, but I looked up to him tremendously, bro. You gotta understand, I grew up in the Attitude Era in the MMA at WWF, so you know what I'm saying? Like that was my time. So you were looking up to Ken Shamrock no matter what at that time. Oh, you're talking about when Ken was going to beat Tito into a living death? That's real old school. You guys are like, what is Steven talking about? Connor called Chris Cyborg an abomination. He has a way with words. I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but most of you guys probably weren't there when I first started sparking this thing up. But yeah, I was talking about my man. Connor going on a rant about the moon. You guys just see that video? What's wrong with buddy? Acting like he never saw the moon before. He was losing his mind and filmed it and put it on the internet. All right, guys, you ready? First round, Cyborg, Pacheco, the girl who fought Harris or B. Harris. She's so calm. Chris Cyborg is so calm. It's disrespectful to everybody. Let's just end this poll. All right, guys, I'm focusing. Stiff jab by Cyborg as she comes out. Pacheco holding her ground, though. Cyborg has much better movement. I would assume Cyborg has much cleaner boxing, having sparred the likes of Clarissa Shields. Nice jab to the body. Pacheco's more of a mauler. MMA pressure fighter. Backing up fucking Cyborg, which is kind of surprising. Beautiful takedown attempt by Cyborg. Is so strong. Body locks her and walks this broad across the cage and locks her up against the cage. Let's see what we can do here. It's a 5-rounder, by the way. So Pacheco's going to be tested. Because Cyborg is definitely the best fighter she's ever fought in terms of experience. Oh, man. Fucking Cyborg does not care. Oh, I think her nose got broke. See, that's the issue when you start getting face jobs, nose jobs and stuff. Beautiful takedown! Cyborg lowers levels because her nose is busted by Pacheco and double legs Pacheco through the air. Wow. Now, Cyborg, I told you she's strong. She picked Tito Ortiz up. She could pick Pacheco up. I think getting all that facial reconstruction, she got hit with a little shot. Her nose exploded. Crazy. She's caught in a guillotine. I got to say, Pacheco's hand might be lodged in, but not smart to keep that guillotine lodged. All right, she lets go of it. She has an underhook on the far side, but it's useless when you're flat on your back. And Cyborg's doing the right thing by keeping a reverse crossface, utilizing that wedge. Back up to, fucking A, hard head kick by, yo, let's go, Cyborg. Another double? Take your time, though. Don't exhaust yourself. Beautiful. Yo, Cyborg throws a head kick like she's 22 years old and runs Pacheco against the cage. Yo. Chat, you better tune into this fight right now. Cyborg's putting on a better show than everybody, which we expected. This girl's never been in a boring fight, not once in her life. Nice uppercut by Pacheco. I'd target that nose over and over again. She's not as good as Cyborg at fighting. This is evident. She's not as good. But with a bummed nose, this early in a fight, I'd be a little bit worried. You know, that disrupts your breathing. That disrupts your cardio as a byproduct of that. So let's see. Cyborg, though, right now is just keeping this lady pinned against the cage, the wall, and keeping both shoulders flat, which is what you want to do ideally. Not easy to do, but she's doing a good job of it. She has what's called a pinch front headlock. Good, nice elbow, fucking left hand. She's bullying Pacheco. She's absolutely bullying her. It's not, I mean, it's levels above. But I'm worrying about her nose at 39 years old, the wear and tear. She might start to fade. She's fighting a 30-year-old, you know? Another takedown. Another takedown. She gets caught in a guillotine. Is she going to tap? She might tap. She ain't tapping. That's fucking Cyborg, dog. That's Cyborg in a guillotine. Pacheco's terrible. No disrespect. She has a guillotine flat on her back. Put your right foot on the floor, hip escape, and create an angle. What are you doing? She has an arm in guillotine, and she's allowing her shoulders to be pinned. There's no reason for that. This is what gets me with females fighting. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. So easy to fix this. What do you guys want me to say? She's still allowing her shoulders to get pinned to the floor in an arm in guillotine position, and she's throwing the leg over the back. Hey, move your hips out from under your opponents to gain leverage. What we're doing. Beautiful job. So eventually, as predicted, just by watching the position, you can see Cyborg easily popped her head out because there was no hip work on the bottom. So if you couldn't finish that, not even finish it, but if you didn't know to angle your hips off, you're in trouble with Cyborg now on top. You are in a lot of trouble. Luckily, there's only 30 seconds for Pacheco, but she's in a lot of trouble. Big left hand by Cyborg from the top position. She's really good at hand fighting from here. Watch this, how she peels grips. Old school Pride FC days. Stand up above your opponent and just kick him in the calves. 10 seconds left, and the referee stands him up. Let's see what we got. Come on. Man, I'll tell you what, man. Guys, you watching this? Cyborg's face looks so banged up. This is my argument. This is my statement about it, guys. You know what I think it is? Said it before. Say it again. I think it's all the face work she got done. She reconstructed the nose. You know, they use like cartilage to fix the nose. You want a rhinoplasty. They move bones around in your face. You have sharper edges now. You got a girl punching you in the face. And that might be why she's getting cut so easily. Because she's not getting hit clean with too many shots. Easy round. Regardless, it was an easy round for Cyborg. Yeah, listen, I think going for the guillotine, I'm talking to Mr. 509, I think going for the guillotine is perfectly fine. If you want to go for the guillotine as a reaction to a blast double, go for it. But not angling your hips when the arm is in especially is very much novice. Like, crazy to even see that. Come on, Cyborg, let's go. I didn't think Cyborg was going to do this good, guys. I thought she was going to lose the fight, and I didn't think it was going to be particularly competitive, but she's it's a pleasure to see her doing this well. Second round. Stiff jab. She looks okay. All things considered, she looks pretty good. What's wrong with her face? She have grease on her face? She's reaching for takedowns. That's not good. See, she's a stand-up mauler. So it's like seeing her shoot this many takedowns this early is problematic. And why? It's because she doesn't like the power coming back at her by Pacheco. She doesn't like it. She's not used to a girl that can pop like that. And she must have felt something. Pacheco's walking her down right now, just controlling the center. Cyborg resorting to what she always does. Big overhand right. Falls forward with a stiff jab. Off balance partially. Now they're kind of just feeling each other out. I think Pacheco's a little shocked by the speed of Cyborg. And Cyborg's just trying not to gas out. It's a 5-rounder. Nice right hand. She gets hurt. Cyborg might get knocked out here. Pacheco landed a stiff right hand right there. Cyborg's still a minus 160 on the live odds. But it's narrowing up. You got to be careful. When she's backing up against the cage, she has to be... Oh, nice inside low kick. She timed it as Pacheco was throwing a right hand, and it actually off-balanced her, dropped it to her butt cheeks. Clean job by Cyborg right there. Cyborg doing what needs to be done, man. Good defense. So Pacheco is starting to get a feel for that double leg now. You notice how she defended that? She's starting to get a feel for the timing on that. The odds are now even, the live odds. But this is where Cyborg can get ahead and steal around. She can hold you here. She can elbow you. Back fist! What the fuck was that? She threw an elbow, missed the elbow, and just did like a bitch slap as her combination on the same with the same arm. And it lands. And Pacheco got rocked. It looked like a UFC 5 moment. Pacheco's just looking a little too slow. Like she's sort of like, she's on slow mode. Another great takedown by Cyborg. Let's go, man. That's that professional high-level experience fighting from Strikeforce days. She knows when the opportunity is there to get the takedown, take it. Take it. Disrupts your opponent's rhythm. Beautiful, man. Crazy, chat. You seeing this? We got 2 minutes left on the round and Cyborg's on top, and I'm not confident with Pacheco's ability to be effective on bottom. She's looking for the head and arm strangle right now from the top, but Pacheco's not letting her clear that elbow across the center line. You'll see Cyborg start to push that elbow. Never mind. She's just going to take the underhook. Watch those fingers in the eye. Watch those fingers in the eye. Dirtbag on bottom. With that, that was a dirtbag move. She was putting the fingers in the eye, Pacheco was. Nice elbows on top by Cyborg. There we go. Get nasty on top. Guys, make sure to leave a like for the channel, the video, I should say, the live stream, and also turn on post notifications. I have a Discord group that's private. You can join it. It's pinned at the top of the chat. Now, you can see here Cyborg is just pinning those shoulders, and she's staying up on the balls of her feet. She's pushing pressure down to keep the shoulders pinned in the top half guard position. Pacheco looking to trap the arm behind the back. Primitive tactic. Strongman tactic. That's not reliable at the highest level. She should be moving her hips. She should be getting her shoulder underneath Cyborg's armpit. Good job, Cyborg. Great to see it. I don't mean to sound mad about the performance. I'm rooting for Cyborg. But little things, man, like. And it also makes you think, like, this girl beat Kayla Harris. Like, how good is Kayla Harris? And, like, how good are these women? I mean, I know Amanda Nunes was a beast. Shout out to Amanda Nunes. But, you know, outside of her, it's like these women are not that good. She's looking at, like, Cyborg just has to chill out, man. Chill out. She's throwing fucking leg kicks naked. Just take a breather. You won the round. 8 seconds. Take a breather. Another round for Cyborg. Another round for Cyborg. Round of applause. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Very good. How's everyone doing in the chat, man? I hope you guys are enjoying the fights. I'm enjoying it. I know nobody cares about the PFL. I don't. But I know that, you know, this was going to be a good card, and it's actually proven to be really fun. So I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I hope you guys are watching it. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I'm not, like I said, like I don't give a fuck about any of these fights. Yo, Richie, do you play UFC 5? We got to get you on stream playing some UFC 5. I know you have. And I love how Richie hates the PlayStation. He's an Xbox guy. Oh, she's cut bad, dude. Are you guys watching this? She's cut above both eyes, Cyborg. That fucking face work, man. She should get her eyebrows shaved down like Nick Diaz did to prevent cuts. But either way, he loves Xbox. But let me tell you something. He has a PlayStation. I remember before, like a year before I got my PlayStation, Richie already had it. Richie has every system. PS6 I heard is coming out, man. PS6, you guys hear about that? And a new N64 is coming out. A new N64 HD. That's going to be pretty cool. I'm definitely getting that. Let's see. I mean, I don't think Cyborg is slowing down at all, by the way. I think she looks good. She looks confident. I thought she'd be more slow. Her eyes are cut bad. But again, that's a byproduct of all that face work. The wear and tear, you know? Cyborg's eating some big right hands, but she's wearing it very well. Very well. No, you don't get to dictate. No, you're losing the fight. Now she's saying, come to me, come to me, come to me. Nope. It's a fight. It's a fight. You can't solve the riddle of how to put pressure and win the fight, so you want me to come to you and change my tactic. Not how it works. That's not how fighting works. Cyborg being a professional and stays on the back foot. She has a system that's working. Very experienced, because a lot of younger fighters would take the bait and say, oh, you're testing my mettle in front of a crowd? I'm going to come forward and walk into something. Very good. It's a good tactic by Pacheco. I'm not saying that it wasn't smart to try to get her to move forward, but you can't expect it to work on a veteran like Cyborg. This isn't her first rodeo, my boy. She's chilling. She knows exactly what she needs to do to win. She has a system that's working. And that's what, I think that loss to Amanda Nunes, beautiful exchange there. I think that loss to Amanda Nunes taught Cyborg, you got to get a little bit smoother. You got to get cuter with your style. You can't just be a forward-moving bonehead. And ever since then, if you notice, she's become a lot smarter in the way she approaches fighting. I mean, go back and watch Strikeforce. She was a crazy fucking blitzkrieg type fighter. Super aggressive, shoot the box type Vanderlei Silva clone almost. She keeps getting hit with her right hand. She's not really seeing that right hand by Pacheco. I don't know why Pacheco's not going back to that more. Every time she's throwing the right hand, it's pretty much not wobbled, it's dinged Cyborg every single time. Again, see? What did I say, chat, in the first round or second round? I said stop throwing naked kicks. Every time she throws a naked kick, Pacheco times the backhand. Now we have Cyborg in close guard. This might be the first round that Cyborg loses. Now she's experiencing a little bit of resistance. But I think she's experienced enough to do well here. Let's see. See how she does. 2 minutes left, guys. She's going to try to angle off the cage and hit an armbar. Am I right? Let's see. She should be wall walking. What I'm trying to tell you guys, she should be wall walking. You want to get up to an elbow, build up to a base, and start to get up. You do that by using the cage. It's like another limb. You use it to walk up. But easier said than done. Pacheco's a strong girl. She's working though. Cyborg's angling. See, with her toes in the fence? It's illegal. It is illegal, but she's still doing it. Use your toes on the fence and you use it to get your head off the cage. This is what kind of dates Cyborg a little bit, because this is kind of what we did back in the day. We kind of chill here a little too long, you know? Modern MMA fighters are up quick. You got to get up quick. Cyborg's first instinct after getting hit with the right hand and falling down should have been to scurry up desperately. Similar to how Eblin and the Edwards fight was going. Every time Edwards hit the ground, he was right up immediately. That's what you have to do. But as you can see here, if you're watching the fight along with me, Cyborg's not doing that. She's accepting the bottom position. I'll give her some credit. She's doing a good job of controlling the head, keeping postured controlled, so there's no leverage on the strikes from the top position. And when Pacheco does clear her head, Cyborg controls the arms well. But this is a bad strategy by Pacheco. You know, if I notice that my opponent isn't looking to stand up, you know what you do? You posture up and you beat the living piss out of them because you're not worried about them getting up. There's no reason for Pacheco's head to be this low in a situation where your opponent isn't desperately trying to stand up. I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, I understand Cyborg because she doesn't want to tire herself out wrestling up, so I'll accept that. She'll give a way around. But Pacheco, that was your best chance at winning and doing damage, and you elected to keep your head pasted to your opponent's chest. So, I'm not saying she can't steal the fight still. We still have, 2 rounds to go? Let's see how it plays out. I don't know what she's doing, Stefan. I don't know what the strategy is. I think it's silly, though. You know, I mean, for Cyborg, like you said, I understand that perspective. Because maybe that's what you're referencing. Yeah, I mean, that's another play, too. But you can't guarantee that's going to happen, right? That's a bad strategy. I'd be more accepting of Cyborg saying, I'm going to lay on my back and I'm going to chill there and I'm going to recover. That's, as a fighter and as a trainer, I'd say, okay, that's a great strategy. I know, no, listen, it's a 5-round fight. It's a strategy. But Pacheco, I don't know what was that. That was crazy. All right, guys, we're getting ready for the next round. A lot of respect by these two. You know, they touch gloves in the 4th championship rounds. I think Cyborg needs to get that back. She's up 2-1, but let's not get too crazy. Nice low kick. But again, she's still throwing naked leg kicks. So what's going to happen, chat? Pacheco's going to chamber the backhand, and she's going to land it, and Cyborg's going to go down again. Mark my words. If she continues to throw naked leg kicks, she's going to pay for it. That calf kick that Pacheco threw hurt Cyborg, too. Stabbing to the chest, right under the tit with the lead arm. Very smart. Jabbing to the heart is a great strategy. It is not used a lot by MMA fighters. Cyborg has that classical Muay Thai style in that she attacks the IT band. She still kicks to the thigh, like, you know, kind of, again, dates her style. Beautiful right hand by Cyborg. When she gets busy, she's effective with the right hand. But she doesn't use calf kicks very often. It wouldn't hurt her to use those. See, this is what I don't like. She gets panicked when she gets against the cage like this. She starts getting backed up. Good job, Cyborg. Moving forward. Nice calf kick yet again. She has to figure out how to deal with those calf kicks or use some of her own. When she gets backed up, Cyborg, she gets desperate and she chucks the low kick because she feels pressure. And then she gets hit with the right hand. Pacheco's fighting kind of stupid. I mean, Pacheco, you could easily win this round. Just go forward. You're effective with the right hand. Again, she lands the right hand. Every time she throws it, she lands it. Throw it again. Guys, I'm also on X if you want to check me out at Steven Strangles. On X, on Instagram, Steven Strangles people. Come on, guys, let's go. Pacheco's throwing this fight away, chat. She's throwing it away. I'm acting like I'm a fan of her right now. What the hell am I talking about? Throws a naked kick again. A little too close to be throwing high kicks, man. Too close. Keep your feet on the floor and punch, Cyborg. That's what we want to see. You have very fast hands. I think she comes out in the 5th round, by the way, and just goes apeshit. I definitely think she does. Yo, Pern, welcome, man. Welcome to the SG Club. Welcome, my man. On the channel, I have a membership section. You guys can join. I do exclusive videos, occasional polls, things like that that public viewers and subscribers don't see. And also, some of these streams, I actually archive them for the members, or certain things get demonetized, like shorts, whatever. And I basically put them for the members. Beautiful combinations by Cyborg. Almost put Pacheco down there. I think Cyborg's winning this round. I might be a little biased, though. Am I bugging here? Maybe I'm wrong on this. Minute 30 left. This is going to tell us everything we need to know about the scoring of this round. It's reliant very much so on the last minute 20 here. Oh, Cyborg reading the backhand a little bit better. I like to see it. I like to see it. Roger, what's up, bro? She's trying to land that right hand again. Yeah, yo, Ape, I didn't even see this. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm trying to look at it now. Oh, she's winging. Beautiful left hook by by Cyborg pushes Pacheco back temporarily. She lobbed the right hand and then came back with the hook and rocked Pacheco for a second. Ape, I do have a P.O. box, man. I don't think my moderators know my P.O. box. You might want to drop that in the chat, right? That would probably make sense. If you guys have something you want me to wear on stream, something you want me to talk about on stream, if it's dope, I'll definitely give you a shout out. I don't typically do that, but you know, we have a small group here, so I do it. Do we have a P.O. box, right? Can you drop that in the chat when you get the chance? Oh, they're swinging. Big head kick by Pacheco. Beautiful round. I don't know who to give it to, chat. Drop it down there for me. Who do you guys think won that round? I'm for the sake of tension and theatrics, I'm gonna say it's 2-2. I'm gonna say it's 2-2 because I like that feeling of we're going to the 5th round and the stakes are super high. Let's see how it goes. I agree, Wolf. Deep down inside, I kind of feel as oh yeah, definitely. I'm looking at the replays here. I would say Cyborg definitely won that round, but let's give Pacheco the benefit of the doubt. I always think Cyborg is just more marketable. Like I tune in to watch her every single time. She's after her 5th title, by the way, her 5th world title. You can send me any bottle you want, Ape. I'd appreciate it. I'll show it on stream as a representation of your support, but I don't drink, believe it or not. I don't drink alcohol, but don't think for a second I won't rep that bottle for you, my boy. Call it the 8 bottle. All right, guys, you ready? 5th and final round. Let's go. All right, guys, you ready? Nice jab. Nice jab by Cyborg. Stiff. No naked kicks. Stay off the cage. Use your jab. Watch the right hand. She wins this easily. Because Pacheco is stuck in a rhythm. This happens when you spar people too. You ever spar a guy and you guys are just like, you kind of get stuck in this Twilight Zone loop where no one's really breaking the agreement. That's what Pacheco's stuck in. Partial idolization going on, partial, discouragement. What I want to see from Cyborg, I'm her coach, right? I'm in her corner before the 5th round. I'm saying, yo, keep the strikes going. But in the last 30 seconds of the round, she thinks we're sold out on striking. Shoot another blast double, run through her and secure the round. If I'm her coach, I'm saying score. And at 30 seconds, I'm yelling the code word out. Tito Ortiz's head. I'm yelling that out loud. And Cyborg's going to run and hit that blast double. Let's see if she actually uses Uncle Steve's advice. Strike with her. Fundamental. Jab. Slip. Stab the jab to the chest. Move. Occasional 1-2s. Blast double. Pacheco stuck in the mirror. She can't. She's stuck in the mirror. Happens. It's very hard. Cyborg coming forward, chucking big punches. Pacheco reads it well, though. Let's see. Let's see if Pacheco really wants this. This is her chance to beat an idol and to officially pass that torch, but I don't think it happened, in my opinion. Right hand to the body by Cyborg. A little risky. Not really necessary. Come on, Cyborg. Now we're getting busy. See, that's it. Beautiful job by Cyborg. That's it. Let's get the finish, baby. Cyborg is a legend in this game. Damn right. This girl beat Kayla Harris. If you didn't look at the poll, the girl who beat Kayla Harris. Pacheco works her way back up to the feet, but Cyborg is taking this round. We still have half a round to go. But she's winning this round going away, in my opinion. I mean, it's pretty effortless. Nice job. Catches the kick right hand. Come on, man. 39 years old. Crazy with all the wear and tear. Don't get sloppy. Easier said than done, but she has to just stay within herself. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Cyborg go forward. I know she's being tactical, but every time she's gone forward, she's had success. And Pacheco, she has one big right hand, but she's not really sophisticated on the back foot. She just lobs the right hand, and when that doesn't land, she kind of shells up. You could take advantage of her. All right, guys, we got a minute 35. What does it say? Too much respect. Pacheco's touching gloves and shit. I don't know. I'm trying to beat a legend tonight, who's 9 years my senior. Another big overhand right by Cyborg. Almost takes Pacheco's head straight off. It's Harrison, right? I call her Kayla Harris every single time. Zero respect. Zero respect for these women. Minute left. A minute left. We're all waiting. Chat, we're waiting. We got over 400 people here waiting to see if Pacheco's going to actually earn this spot as being considered one of the great modern female fighters. She already is, in my opinion, but you shouldn't be losing to a Cyborg who's, spending half her time getting facial reconstruction surgery and, one other foot on a banana peel. So I don't know. Nice job. She scores the takedown. Almost on cue. Did Uncle Steve not call it? She scored the takedown with 30 seconds left. Mystic Strangles at your service. And I want you to also notice that Pacheco settled in the bottom position. She didn't fight to scramble up. And the fucking referee is a complete goober. Complete goober. He stands him up. If you want to lay on your back like a turtle, I'm going to kick your calves like the old days. You got to get up on your own. Unless the person standing says stand it up. That's my opinion. Yo, legend of the game. Legend of the game. Let's go. You're in the right room right now if you're watching this live stream. We make predictions. We call action. We break down the technique. We call that takedown 30 seconds. We called it perfectly because it's strategy. Her coaches are good. It may just be that she's a sophisticated professional who's been doing this for so damn long. 39 years old, 5th world title. Cyborg, I know all the allegations, the jokes, whatever. Put some respect on this lady's name. Pacheco, put your hands down. You didn't win that fight. Do me a favor. Put your hands down. You're happy you fought. I mean, that's great. What a fight. You guys watching this fight or no? I think absolutely that she pulled that out.
That final show of sport.
Guys, we're getting ready for the main event. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. We're ready for the main event. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop the predictions. I'm going to give my prediction. I'm going to give my predictions for chat in a second. Yo, if Pacheco wins this, I'm taking my monitor and I'm throwing it across the room. If Pacheco wins this, I'm going to grab Joey Stacks and put him in a suitcase. She should win this.
To the smart cage for the presentation of the world title belt, His Excellency Bandar Al-Khadi, Vice Minister of the Ministry of Sports, and Abdulaziz Julaidan.
All right, enough with the
Federation, along with President of PFL Fighter Operations Race.
Along with Don Backleberry, just tell me who won the fight. Why are we judging people up?
We'll go to your 3 judges. Your first.
That wasn't even the judges. We're talking about other people that are arbitrary.
46. Judge Hadi Ali, 49. 46. Judge Sal D'Amato, 49 to 46. I'll have it
man.
For the winner by unanimous decision.
Yeah.
And now the PFL Superfights Women's Featherweight World Champion,
5,
Chris
That's 5. That's 5 world titles. Come on now. Fought the scariest girl in MMA right now in Pacheco. Pacheco fought her balls off, but Cyborg had bigger balls tonight, man. Round of applause for Cyborg. Let's go. Pacheco's 30. She's a baby. She could fight another, decade plus if she chooses to, and she'll do well. She's gonna learn from this for sure. What I'm stealing from Cyborg is I'm stealing her transitions from takedowns. Yeah, it's Ray Cepho, Rich, and I'm doing things like that. I'm thinking about strategy, when to fight on the back foot, when to put the pressure on. Listen, if you have an arm in guillotine, don't lay flat on your back. That's day one stuff, man. Come on, unacceptable. I love when my man Based Red Pill Chad comes in because he lets everyone know, not just with his name, but also with his worldview. No matter how good the girls' fights are, get him out of the cage. He's a real Chad. It was a solid decision, guys. What are we doing, man? What are we even doing here? She's talking about something.
He's everything for me. I do for motivate the girls. I'm here fighting Saudi Arabia for motivate the girls, fight for those overcome your goals, obstacles, everything. I'm really happy.
Hey, why don't we get Cyborg on the stream? Chat, this is your job. You guys have one job besides watch the stream. Suggestions. Cyborg, we got to get you on stream.
Thankful. I work really hard. It was 12 weeks hard work. I'm telling you, the time different too.
She's
10
awesome.
hours more is really difficult for me. It was but I'm really happy and thankful. I'm really happy, and I have more 2 fights. I'm gonna defend this title. Let's go.
That's right, defending the title. So 2 more fights as part of the Legacy Tour. Where is the next stop on this Cyborg Legacy Tour?
Dubai. Here's Dubai.
Fight you, motivate your women.
Let's go.
I'm happy to be here.
Watching you fight, Chris. Congratulations, Sean. Back to you.
What a great fight. All right, we're getting into the predictions, right? What am I supposed to say about the next fight? Ngannou versus Ferreira. My only reference for Ferreira is one thing. He seems to hit guys and disintegrate them. My chat is saying that he fights cans. He's an ultimate fighting can crusher. So I have to take that into consideration. But I think we have a bigger consideration to take into. I don't think Dave Camarillo likes me, believe it or not. As much as I do respect him, I don't think he likes me. I put out a short a long time ago with my students, and he was doing some movie stuff, and we made a meme like this isn't effective, and I think it got to him, and he was like, he kind of handled it well, but we're just busting his balls. But either way. I think Ngannou is dealing with a lot. I think Ngannou has lost a child. That's got to be something that I can't even imagine how catastrophic that is to your psyche. Then you fight right after that. You get knocked out by Joshua. You were convinced you were going to win by knockout. You get knocked out by Joshua. Okay. Now you've been out of the cage for years at this point. You're not the same man you were before you left. From my experience and watching guys go from MMA to a pure combat sport, they never are quite the same when they come back. What's a man's psychology after he gets knocked out? Is he does he have that aura, that sense of capability that he's going to be able to shine under the lights? I don't know. So if I'm putting money down, I'm putting my bet down, I got to go with Ferreira, despite the fact that he doesn't have the sort of pedigree that we would associate with Ngannou. He's also a giant. Let's keep that in mind as well. The guy is a fucking scary beast of a man. He's a huge person. So it's gonna be a good fight. I'm going for Ngannou, but I think Ferreira's gonna pull it out. I think Ferreira might win by knockout or TKO. Hope I'm wrong, guys. But I can't look at all the things he's been through, his age, his inactivity in MMA, and then be like, yeah, I think he's gonna win easily. That's just fanboyism. Pies, that is a good point. But Pereira is just a different level of technical proficiency that I don't think Ngannou has. I think he's more of a sort of instinctive fighter. Hey, listen, I don't mind the fanboyism in the chat. We need, that's why we watch fighting. We watch fighting because we're sold on personalities and we stick with them. I'm mad at you guys for that. That's what makes the conversations fun in the chat. But yeah, let's see how it goes. And honestly, maybe this guy Ferreira is really overrated. Maybe he is, he has a padded record. He's never faced real resistance. And think about Ngannou. Ngannou can wrestle too. I know people forget that, but if you go back and watch his fight against Gan, he became a Dagestani wrestler in that fight and looked really good. I just think man, all that training, that time where you're focused on boxing, you're not wrestling. You're not Thai boxing. Worry about that a little bit. We're getting ready, guys. They're building up the fight now on the zone. Let's see how. Let's see when they walk these guys out, and then we'll call the fight. Get your votes in now. On the chat, get your votes in now, and then we'll see. I'm gonna kill the poll before we go live with the fight. I don't want you guys doing no fucking double dipping or some late votes. You're waiting to see who's doing good in the first round, then you vote. Vote now. Excuse me. Yeah, I brought that up first. I do. I absolutely do. Yo, Ape, welcome to the Strangle Gang, my brother. I appreciate that. We got a nice fresh white belt on Ape, looking good. He's actually working in a liquor store right now. He still has time to become a soldier. Appreciate it, man. Yo, first, so what I did is I broke that down basically, and I said I do think it plays a role. One of the comments he made is it was a very esoteric, metaphysical, existential statement he made. He said, I'm going to paraphrase, but it's something to the fact he's having a hard time defining meaning in life. That's not good for fighting, right? Once you start asking those weird existential questions, I get a little nervous. And Ngannou, to your question, is asking those questions. I don't like that. He's getting too heady. We'll see. I know you guys are big fans of him. We'll see. What time does the fight start? It should be starting very soon, man. It should be starting soon. They're just building it up a little bit, waiting to walk these guys out. Let's see. Guys, leave a like for the live stream. Turn on those post notifications. We got many more lives coming up. Not just fight companions. We also are going to be doing interviews, sit downs, and regular desktop streams where we chill. We do a little gaming if that's your kind of thing. It's not everyone's thing, but we hang out. I tend to do engaging streams like this where I interact with my audience a lot more than average streamers. So if you dig that, turn on post notifications. All right, Ferreira's getting ready to walk in. Big guy, man. Big. Richie, I didn't hear about that. You're mentioning the lawsuit. I didn't hear about that. I heard about something going on with Mark Hunt's situation legally, but I don't even know exactly what the details are on that. So, but I hope Randy gets his what he deserves, because this dude's been blacklisted. He's just been disrespected, man. They erased his legendary career in the UFC. Disrespectful, man. He deserves more than money. Melita, I was about to say that. I always say that I get into psychoanalyzing fighters and then they end up winning. But to your point, I do think he looks a little bit. I think he looks pretty confident. He looks pretty nervous, I should say. Yeah, Richie, the lawsuit, man, the class action. Yeah, something happened with him, and Mark Hunt was posting things on Twitter. They were just strange. I feel for the guy though, man. He's very invested in this whole thing. Tell you what, man, the face-off for this fight was exciting. They got head-to-head. Neither guy wanted to give ground. They kind of bashed their foreheads into each other. They were really playing that alpha male thing. So listen, Ferreira, you're a scary guy. You knock a lot of people out in PFL. But Ngannou hits you and forgets about you. He has that evaporation right hand. He hits you and part of you dies. So let's see. Let's see how it goes. We're getting ready. Ferreira is officially in the ring, guys. So stick around. We're going to call the live action. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's a monumental fight. PFL did a terrible job at promoting it. Terrible. Half you guys didn't know this was fucking even happening until I posted about it on my community tab. Most of the reactions I got were something to the effect of, who cares? Who cares about this fight? Ngannou getting ready to come out. That's it. He is scary. And I was just going to say, you know, being a scary looking guy doesn't pay the bills when it comes to fucking actually being effective at knocking people out. But fortunately enough for Ngannou, he can do both. And to say that being intimidating doesn't play a role is also kind of, you know, a stupid statement because, you know, if Ferreira is nervous because he's intimidated by Ngannou, he's not going to fight to his full potential. Yo, Best Buzz, I don't know if you're being silly and trolling, but if it is, man, welcome to the stream. Chris Lieben? Yeah, Chris Lieben's a legend. Yo, you guys are saying it's not going to the second round. Imagine if it goes to the 5th round. And I know a lot. There's like a big deal. There's a big deal with the departure of Ngannou from the UFC and going and wanting to box and whatnot. I think part of me is rooting for the underdog and Ngannou to pull this off. Like, win this fight. Show the big corporation that you made the right decision. Ngannou makes his way into the cage, guys. Absolutely, guys. If you enjoy the stream and you're having a good time bullshitting with Uncle Steve, definitely leave a like. It's an easy way to support the channel. Post notifications because YouTube will not tell you when a person goes live. Very rarely do they. So you need to turn on those post notifications and join the Discord. It's pinned in the chat. You just join it and then you know when I'm going live. And we also bullshit in there. We bullshit. I drop announcements in there and whatnot. I ask you guys questions, things of that nature. 3rd round. We'll see. We'll see. Guys, we're getting ready. They're announcing the fight now. We're all going for Francis. I think it's safe to say. I'm going to give you guys another 15 to 20 seconds. And then I'm going to kill this poll. So vote now. Vote now, guys. Closing it up. Last chance. I'd like to break 500 votes on this. So if you're watching the stream and you're not voting, vote now. Vote now. All right, we broke 500 votes. Go. I'm being a gentleman. I want you guys to get it and get your opinion in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Last chance to vote. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Getting ready to rock and roll, guys. Over 500 votes in for that. Let's see what you guys think. 87% think Ngannou is going to pull out the win. All right, let's see. That's crazy. I think most of us just love Ngannou and want him to win. They're announcing my man Ferreira.
Wins by knockout, 1 by submission.
11 knockouts.
Presenting here, Proclaimer Ferreira.
Matt, we all call him a can crusher. Now you got me on team can crusher. But let me tell you something. If fucking he beats Ngannou, what does that mean about Ngannou? You guys said it wasn't me.
Hey, Zach, something real quick for you. I was just told there was a waiting.
They fucked up with the mic and they had Brett Yakamoto talking in the background.
By knockout 4.
Sorry, I'm just trying to hear it. I want to see how the crowd pops for Ngannou. Let's hear it.
Las Vegas, by way of Paris, France, making his PFL debut.
Been out of the MMA cage for a long time, man. I'm worried for him. I'm a little bit nervous for Ngannou.
Champion Francis, the Predator Ngannou.
All right, guys, getting ready to call the action. All right. I would suggest not spamming in the chat. You will get blocked. All right, you ready? All right, guys, first round. It's gonna be exciting for as long as it lasts. Yo, Ferreira is gigantic. Nice calf kick by Ngannou straight out the gate. Ngannou having stood in front of so many great boxers, the likes of Tyson Fury and Joshua. Nice calf kick by Ferreira as well, by the way. Another calf kick by Ngannou. Ngannou must feel so good having that freedom to just be like, I can kick again. I don't have to play this fucking game. Ngannou looks swollen, by the way. Looks in phenomenal shape. Taking his time. Leaning on that experience he gained in boxing, it seems like, of not rushing in and trying to get out of there right away. And Ferreira has that like almost welterweight approach where he looks bouncy. Oh man, they're swinging bombs at each other. Big right hand from Ferreira misses the mark. Counter left hook by Ngannou. Ngannou falling forward. Don't run into something. Ngannou's aggressive. He's looking to knock him out. Oh, he hits a double leg. Ngannou returns to Dagestan and scores a double leg and immediately positions Ferreira's head against the cage, reminding everybody what he did to Gane. We made this prediction earlier in the stream. We said that was a real possibility that Ngannou would utilize the style. Ferreira's trying to wall walk. I think he's realizing, yeah, he's a bigger guy than Ngannou, but he ain't stronger. Ngannou is a very strong human being. I'm not saying anything out of school, right? Because the guy's an ox. You could see how he's controlling the action effortlessly. In that top position, Ferreira using that grapevine on the shin bone, very annoying, not very effective, but it's good. It's good just to avoid your opponent beating your face in. Come on, man. Ngannou doesn't have to do much. He's already winning the round. He's looking for a Kimura from bottom. Ferreira is. Oh, he's setting up a triangle now. Be careful. Triangle is in by Ferreira. He's not going to be able to finish it from against the cage, though. No leverage. Arm bars there, though. Oh, those are long legs. Those are some long legs. You got to watch the armbar transition. It's not the triangle. That triangle's in tight, chat. It might be over. They called him a can. But he's out. Ngannou is out of the triangle. Now he has a reverse knee on chest position. Decides to settle to half guard. That was very close. If it wasn't against the cage, that might have been the end of the fight. Wow. We're in the thick of it right now. Ferreira, though, this is what I'm thinking, chat. Is this going to tire him out? If he gets out of the first round, we got 2 minutes left. Is Ferreira going to be a little shell-shocked? Like, wow, I didn't expect him to wrestle me. Great ground and pound here by Ngannou's getting busy with the ground and pound. Ferreira's getting shown up. Ngannou reminding everyone that he is the best MMA fighter in the world. And by the looks of it, he hasn't lost a step. Wow. Referee is fucking god-awful. Because there was definitely a point where Ferreira was grabbing us out of the gloves. Nice shots by... this might be over, chat. This might be over. These are absolute bombs. It's over, baby. Ngannou gets the W. Completely melts Ferreira down to a liquidy substance on the PFL mat. What a comeback. He's taking a deep breath. This is what Ngannou does, chat. And I had questions. They have been answered about the son, God bless the dead, the knockout loss he experienced. This is where he belongs, in the cage. He kills people. He rode the back position. He hits so hard that he hits you and your brains fall out of your ears. That's what we just saw on the PFL cage. The amount that this man went through, man, the loss of a child, the flailing boxing career. Dana White, Dana, you got to look at this man and say you made the right decision. Dana, you got to give this man credit. Dana, do the right thing. Give this man the contract he deserves and put him back on the UFC. We want to see Ngannou versus Aspinall. That's what we want to see. Chat, drop it in there if you agree with me. Ferrara's like trying to make eye contact. He's half dead. I mean, he's got a lobotomy, courtesy of Francis Ngannou. Wow. He's sitting there like a toddler. He doesn't know what's going on. Ferrara's still a killer, but there's levels to this. There's levels to this. Wow. I want to hear that official announcement for everybody, and I want you guys to hear it with me, all right? Once he hit that first one behind the ear, I was like, you should probably stop trying to build and just like defend and maybe capitulate, go to your back. But he's a big doofus. So he just kept eating. He's not used to getting bullied. And Ngannou, with that great grappling, people don't think this guy can wrestle. He can wrestle. He can absolutely wrestle. So we got to put that to bed. After his loss to Stipe Miocic the first time, he realized he had to get good at wrestling, and he did. For MMA, of course. Wow, dude. Wow. He's crying. Ngannou is in tears right now in the cage, guys. Did we put the P.O. box in the chat by any chance? Oh, okay. If you guys saw it, Francis put the P.O. box in the chat. If you guys ever want to send me anything and see it on stream, we could do an unboxing type thing one of these days. Either way, guys, what a fight. They're going to announce the official winner here soon. What a fight. I think it would be a great fight, man. How about this? Everyone loves Pereira. I'm one of those guys that absolutely loves Pereira. How about this? Why don't we do this? Why don't we put, that's a P.O. box, guys, in the chat. You can just write it down for the future. Why don't we do this? Why don't we put Alex Pereira versus Ngannou? Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up in that fight. That's a fight we want to see. Pereira versus Ngannou. Now I'm just making fantasy matchups at this point. I'm Yonkers through and through, my bro. I was born in Yonkers, by the way. Wow, what a fight. What a fight.
Ngannou. And there the life goes out of him. Bergliana steps in.
Man, devastating punching power. Doesn't even need to land clean. Doesn't even need to land like around the arm.
Yeah, he's just beating you. He's punching under your armpits. He's punching over the shoulders. And while all of this is happening, you're on bottom questioning your existence. You're thinking about, your childhood. You're thinking about your 12th, your 12th birthday where you didn't get that thing you wanted. I mean, all kinds of different thoughts are going through your head. But then you wake up and then you got Ngannou leaning over you. It's a nightmare. That was a great fight. This was worth it, guys. This stream was absolutely worth it. I was questioning it at first. I was like, who cares about the PFL? You guys fucking came and delivered, though. The chat has been active, too, which I dig. Yeah. Wolf, thanks for stopping by. Stefan, all the good guys. You guys have been consistent in the chat. I appreciate that. Great fight. I mean, what's Ngannou going to do? Ngannou is going to do exactly what he has been doing. Ngannou is going to do exactly what he has been doing. He's going to make money because that's what this is about, right? I mean, would I go to the UFC for what? I already won the title, so I'm going to go there for some prestige. If Dana's not going to cut a check that's comparable to that of the PFL, and he's not going to give me the flexibility to go and box while on contract, then there's no way I'd do it. I think Ngannou bet on himself, and he made the right bet. I really do. I really do. What the fuck is going on here? You got it, guys. Let's hear that official announcement, shall we?
Operations, Ray Cepho. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in the main event of the evening, it comes to a halt officially 3 minutes, 32 seconds into round number 1. He is the winner by knockout, and now the new PFL Super Fights Heavyweight World Champion, Francis the Predator Ngannou!
What? Put some respect on his name, coming off a knockout loss to Joshua, losing a child. Does the unthinkable, man. I mean, most of you guys, obviously, judging by the poll results, you guys obviously thought that he was going to win. I do want to hear the post-fight interview as well. I'll play that through the speakers for you guys so you can hear it as well. We'll listen along. Also, shout out Dan Hardy. I'm going to get him on the stream. Doesn't get the respect
Francis,
he deserves.
Congratulations.
Right. This is Yakamoto.
Imagine what's going
Brett
through your mind.
Yakamoto.
A month ago, I asked you if you got
Brett
a win
Nakamoto.
tonight, how you thought it would feel. You said that you could not even predict it. How does this moment feel to you right now?
I don't know. I can't just think about anything. That my son could be, you know.
I was thinking about his son.
I did this fight because of him. I wanted to fight for him. But that. And I'm done. So I don't know.
Yo, Ezekiel, thanks for the 5, my man.
I hope they keep remembering.
That'd be a hell of a fight.
Because without Kobe, we wouldn't be here tonight. I wouldn't have fight. But thank you everyone for coming. And,
oh, the voice cracked. Yeah, that's passion.
Thank you for Riyadh.
Oh, hey, twice. The voice cracked twice.
Having us here.
That's passion and love.
Huh? For the people here, very lovely, supporting. I think today I have more than a fan base in Saudi. I think in Riyadh I have what I could call in another way, a family. Thank you, guys.
Francis, you are no stranger to difficulties and challenges.
1990s sound effects going on.
Other human beings can even picture walking out with that on their mind. What was it like for you to walk to this cage?
Oh no, this sound system, my audio is retarded.
The past, I think, not only the training camp was tough.
What was that?
But the past 2 days.
Oh yeah,
were very tough, full of emotion.
I processed that audio crazy on the microphone. You could be screaming right next to me, they wouldn't hear it.
I'm trying to
yell obscenities right now.
Be strong, tell myself everything to keep moving, but it's hard, man.
Ain't gonna hear nothing. Ngannou, shout out Ngannou.
Well, Francis, for the fight itself, you hadn't been in an MMA cage for 2 years. You were in a boxing ring. It did look like you missed a step.
I'm gonna get copywritten to obliteration because of all of this.
No, I knew I didn't miss.
Let's do it anyway.
I wasn't worried about it because as soon as I walked in the gym for MMA, I knew that everything was still there. It was just about me being able to manage my emotion, you know, deal with life separately, not mix up stuff.
Guys, I think we did good with our predictions overall. You guys did, I should say. I took a little bit of a risk on mine today. But I think the questions I asked were valid ones. But yeah, the people that we love as fans of the sport ended up winning. So I'm really grateful for that. But I'm gonna say this: I don't know how many of you guys. I don't know how many of you guys purchase pay-per-views on DAZN. I know most of you guys stream it illegally. I know that you guys all stream this illegally. But anyway, on DAZN, it's really weird. Like from time to time, there's like this number bar that pops up on the bottom right side of the screen. I don't know what that's about, man, but it's fucking disrespectful. We spend money on this. What I do like about DAZN, though, they have a side chat and they give away leaderboards for who's the most active. I wish YouTube would do something like that. Really cool.
So that means
that was beautiful. He snuck under the right hand, scored the double leg, well-timed forward progressive double leg, and then starts getting busy from the rear. Pause. Really busy with the left hand. Few shots behind the head, it looks like, too. Oh, yeah, that's directly behind the head by Ngannou. Imagine Ngannou hitting you behind the head like that. It's crazy. Legitimately killing somebody.
It's all depend on me, how I feel, how I deal with my life right now. But otherwise, I think I always thought like I still had a lot to give in the combat sport. And
all of you guys stream illegally.
I keep thinking that way. I keep that thought alive.
don't think there's any doubt about that. Last thing I want to have for you is, I know that this night was not about belts. It was not about money. It wasn't even to an extent about you. It was about Kobe. So I want the final thing for you to say is just what do you want to say about your son tonight?
Well, I just want to say, please remember my son Kobe. And then I dedicate this for him. This for Kobe.
Shout out Kobe, man. Round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pacho. Sean, back to you.
Overall, how do you guys feel about the fight? Did you guys enjoy it? I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure the UFC tonight's gonna be fun, and I'm gonna definitely watch it. But that was a story, man. The Cyborg fight, the Francis fight, that was a storyline that I think we all got invested in. So listen, if you're tuning into the stream right now, I covered a lot in this stream. I'm gonna leave it up publicly for a little while. I covered the supposed beef that I've had recently. If you want to scroll back, you can check that out. I'm going to leave that up for you guys. And we called the fights as the thumbnail predicts, or suggests, I should say. I called the fights. We had a great time. The chat, killing it. Ashtray, Jax, Energetic, Francis, Tony. I mean, legends in this place. Stefan, super active. Scorpio. You know who you are. I don't have to get silly here. I don't have to get silly. We know who we are. All you guys. Leo, I see you, man. I see Leo. So yeah, guys, just scroll back. RY, I see you. Ape right now still working at the liquor store and listening to the stream at the same time. Ray Wolf, I mean, you guys know who you are, man. Best Buzz, come on, Malika, Lili. You know who you are. Brian, always in the chat, man. Atlantis, dude. He did not get folded. He did a little folding, though. He did a little folding. Boyle, what's up, man? Pravesh in the chat. Say my name, too. Pause. I just said it, but I said it right before reading you to ask me to say. I wouldn't have said it otherwise. But Pravesh, I'm giving you that. Yeah, man. Lenny Jenkins asking, what's the timestamp for the beef stuff? Because let's face it, that's all people really want to see, right? I did air him out a bit, and I did get a little out of character. Show my true colors a little bit. Someone in the chat, is there someone in the chat that can help with that? I don't know exactly what the timestamp is. Maybe somebody can help you with that so you can enjoy the stream, because I think this was a really fun stream. Unfortunately, I didn't get, the connection was good too, which I'm proud of. But unfortunately, we didn't get the on-screen chat because I didn't set it up before I went live, but I do appreciate all the new members as well. Now I'm just sitting for another few minutes. I'm gonna bullshit and then I'm gonna cut out. Yeah. Bull Daddy XRP, guys. I Bull Daddy, I already told you I hold XRP. You don't gotta. I hold it. Tony Work holds XRP as well. I've been holding XRP since 2017. Do you guys know that? I bought XRP in 2017, bro. 2017. There was a point where it started to go parabolic and I was sitting on a lot of money and I was like, damn. And I just I left it. I don't even know what the prices are now. I don't even keep up with the market at all. You're joking. I would chill out because I have a terrible sense of humor. Sometimes because I don't get the inflection because it's text. So I think you're being serious, bro. And then I'm like, I tell one of my goons in the chat to get rid of you quick, my boy. Who's the quickest? I don't know. I think Tone Work might be the quickest with a block. 50-50 had to come in on some religious stuff. I support it though. Okay, Scorpio saying the beef is around the 50-minute mark. Yeah, so if you guys want to check that out, you can definitely do that. There, I covered all that stuff ad nauseum. That's the last time I'm going to talk about it. I said this about Joey. The ball is in his court if he wants to reach out. And I would say definitely, you don't have to apologize about, standing my audience up because we know I have a platform that's multiple times bigger than his. But definitely ask like a man to reschedule. Don't lie about rescheduling. Ask me like a man. Look me in the eyes via DM. And ask for a reschedule. And then I'm going to ask you guys, and you guys are going to be the ones that decide. And if you guys say no, then it's no. Because at the end of the day, Who did he disrespect? I still profited from the stream. Who did he disrespect? He disrespected the people who were like spending their time on their phones and on your desktop like, yo, I want to see this interaction. So, yo, First, I appreciate you. First, we got to run it back on UFC 5. Maybe I'll jump on stream tomorrow and do a gaming stream. Low-key, super low-key gaming stream. And if any of you guys play PS5 and you play UFC 5, you don't even have to ask me if you want to catch these hands. You can just utter it. I'll donate the hands if you want that. Ape, I completely understand your perspective, and a lot of people do agree with you. And at the end of the day, if the majority of you guys say he doesn't get to come back on the stream, then that's what's going to happen. He's not going to get back on the stream, because you have to understand one thing. And this is what he doesn't understand. It's not about me. It's not about Stacks. You don't got to prove anything to me. It's about the audience. If the audience is excited about it, I'll do it. That's very basic. Very like, it's not a high concept thing. It's very, very basic. So we'll see how it plays out. I don't know if you guys are aware, I did a 5K today. Haven't ran in a very long time, but we had a good I open up my desktop, and you got to see what I have on my desktop. Because you remember I went for a little break for a second. I made a little funny. Look, ready? That's not what I wanted to show you, though. I wanted to show you this real quick. A lot of you guys probably don't follow me on Instagram. Come on, man. Give me a second. The hell, what is
with
this?
These just welterweight combinations. Williams was a scary fucking dude too.
This is
He
my
was a
Instagram
big puncher, and Ali was just light on his.
They did. Oh, let me turn this off. Get copywritten for sabotage by Beastie Boys. But yeah, this was the run today. We had a good time, as you can see here. We had a good time on Dykeman. Shout out Spanish Harlem. We had a good time. Got those miles in. Got to test out the new sneakers. If you guys have been following me for a while, or not following me for a while, if you guys watch my stories, I just copped some new sneakers. Crazy, dude. You guys New Yorkers, go to Fleet Feet in the Upper West Side. I don't know if she's the owner of the store or the manager of the store, but she was so thorough and helpful. They scan your feet. They make you walk across the computer. They do a bunch of weird stuff with AI to figure out what deficiencies you have in your feet. Your arches are too crazy. You have flat feet. Oh, you have 2 torn ACLs. Your hips are messed up. Bad ankle. They dial you in nice. They really do. So, Bull Daddy, you can scroll back a little bit. Scroll back. I think it's about an hour, and I cover all that stuff. So we'll see what's up. We'll absolutely see what's up. Yeah, but Mr. 509, you know that's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. There's no place in the world where we can compete on any level. So only thing we can do is kind of have a discourse, Scorpio is out of his mind. My computer would just overload and explode if I put 2 of those people on chat together. Stacks and Tito at the same time. I just cut out and I just let them talk about stuff, and my computer explodes. Would not work. It would not work. I'm really nervous about the Tito. I'm sorry, Tito. You guys are fucking me up, dude. You guys are fucking me up in the chat. I'm really nervous about the Mike Tyson fight. I really am. As I said, a brand offered to fly me out to watch the fight and to do a little bit of promotion for them. And I was like, you know what, man? I just want to stay with my chat, live stream it. I'm not interested in seeing a childhood idol get iced by Jake Paul. I'm just not excited about that, So I don't know. Maybe you guys, do you disagree? But if you guys went to the fight, maybe you would have. Maybe you're like, Steve, why would you turn that down? I'd definitely go. Tony actually said this. He was like, yo, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to go and see fucking Mike Tyson fight. Like, go and watch that fight. So, you know, I'm not going to argue about that. I don't know, man. I have a feeling that Jake Paul's ego and his hyper obsession with branding, he's a good businessman. I think he's not gonna let Tyson win this, man. And he's gonna want to prove his supremacy, because if he just does enough, people are gonna disparage him. It's actually gonna have a negative effect on his brand. So I don't think that that's smart. I think he's absolutely gonna have to put the beats on Mike, and I can't say I'm excited about that. I was just watching a fight. Who was I watching? Mike Tyson versus, I forget who he was fighting. Beautiful right hook to the body, right uppercut, almost took homeboy's nose off. You look at a 20-year-old Mike Tyson. I want to remember that guy as best I can. Some of you guys are ruthless. You're like, I want to just see the fight, but actually, I reached back out to them and I said, "How about this? You want to throw in a second person? I know it's a lot of money, but if you want to fly out a second person, so I can have a camera person, I can, you know, and then we negotiate the branding component, then maybe we can get that done." But I haven't heard back. We'll see. Yo, so RY says, tell the promotion you have to bring your chat with you. Now check this out. I said it would be cool if we can IRL it. If we can do an IRL stream. You know? That would be dope. Where, you know, they allow me to stream indoors and like not necessarily show the fight, but show reactions. But then that changes the dynamic because you got homegirl sitting behind you. She doesn't want to be on camera. So I want to do stuff like that, but I don't know what the logistics look like. So it might not be happening, at least not yet. Yeah, I don't want to see him go down, and I, you know, it's comfortable to watch it from your studio, and also I get to interact. It's actually funner to fuck around on here, to be honest with you. D White, what do I always say? This is going to be a test for the chat. We have a few people in here, man. Let's do a quick test for the chat, and you're going to answer D White. Would I do an influencer boxing match? What's my rule about this whole influencer space? Not my rule, but as it relates to me competing. Let's see if anyone remembers what I've said before. It's a good question, D White. I'm not putting you on the spot there. Yo, RY, ruthless. Thank you, Energetic. So you all answered it correctly, but Energetic was more specific. I don't like as much as I'm an obsessive boxing nerd. You know, I'm studying fucking boxers from the 1920s at 3 a.m. in the morning. Definitely have a little bit of autism. But I love boxing. My favorite art. But let's not play games, guys. If we're going to go out there and have fun, put us in a cage, put us in a ring, put small gloves on us, and let us figure it out. And also, you're not going to strip away, as much as I think I am proficient with my hands, you're not going to strip away my ability to rip you to the ground and big brother you. That's a huge part of fighting. D White, it was a great question. And it also fills in the viewers that are watching who may have questions about would I do that. It's not happening. But in an MMA fight, I'd consider it if it's the right person. And what are the perks, guys? Because think about this. There's 300-something people here. Especially in your late 30s, you got to be very concerned about longevity, about brand, all that stuff. You got to be considerate of it. So you got to think about it this way. You go, is it going to increase that bankroll in a significant way? Is it going to raise your profile in a significant way? Or is it going to satisfy a large group of people? Meaning, you know, people get to see you beat on someone that deserves it. If it doesn't check off all three, at least two of those three boxes, money being number one, it ain't happening. You know, we're not 25 years old looking to like prove ourselves type shit. But anyway, chat, listen, we had a great stream. I'm gonna put this up there as top 3 maybe streams. We've done less than 20. Top 3 streams of all time. Turn on post notifications. I'm gonna be going live a few times a week. I'm working on interviews. I'm working on a bunch of stuff, face-offs, all that stuff. Now turn on those post notifications. Give yourself a round of applause. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, we'll be back on stream this week, maybe tomorrow for some gaming. Ape, wait a second. Every time I think I'm out, Ape pulls me right back in. Ape said I did a street beef fight. I did terrible. Ape, you know you're going to have to share that in the Discord now, right? Ape, you know you're going to have to share the fight in the Discord now. Stop it. Chat. One of the members here fought in street beefs and he did terrible and he thinks we're not going to notice that and then want to watch it. Ashtray, Energetic, Tony, Jax, Francis. Incredible job, Discords, man. Incredible work today. Incredible. Oh, he dipped on us. All right, listen. No. I'm not gonna put Ape on the spot. That's me being an entertainer and thinking about the chat over thinking about the individual. So, chill out, Steve. If you don't want to share it, we won't have to share it. Guys, let me ask you a quick question. Do you guys want to see a face-off on stream, maybe on Monday, something like this, between White Wolf? We're bringing White Wolf back on. He's not fighting death sentence in street beefs. That fight got canceled, but he's fighting somebody that beat him and beat him pretty badly in a previous fight. Beat him pretty badly. He's getting a rematch against this guy. Would you guys like to see maybe a 10-minute face-off between them two in the Discord? I'll live stream it as part of a larger stream. Let me know. I'm not going to do a poll. Just drop it in the chat right now if that's something you guys would want to see. Okay, cool. All right, I know we're just keeping it fun. We're keeping it light because White Wolf did reach out to me and he was like, "Yo, I'm fighting this guy and the death sentence fight fell through. They were going to come back on the channel like, yo, but listen, this guy did beat the brakes off of me and I'm rematching him." I said, "You know what? I find that moderately entertaining. So we can get that going in the chat. We'll cover a bunch of things. Maybe I'll book a few different sit downs that day. We'll figure it out. Chat, let's get the fuck out of here. I'll see you guys. Go watch the UFC. Have a good time. Have a great Saturday, and I'm gonna catch up with you guys. I'm gonna catch up with you guys tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do a gaming stream tomorrow. We out. Peace.